All right, we have a 1/64 ounce mule jig. I think this is the perfect size hook for this one that we're trying out first. It's called the Squidworm. One of my favorite colors to fish when we're fishing ultralight is white. So we're gonna try with the white Squidworm and see what we end up catching. They all come pre-scented with donkey sauce, so we'll see if the scent comes into play at all. The weather's been pretty weird lately. It was freezing and then it started getting warm again, and now this cold front came in overnight. So we'll see how active the fish are and we'll go from there. This is a little thin, so I'm gonna have to be careful how I rig this, but I think we should be all right. We're gonna rig it sideways. I think that'll be the best way to rig this up. All right, not the prettiest rigging, it's just the first one, but we'll see if it ends up catching anything. We're really fishing for anything. So bluegill, small bass, I don't really care. It's been a while since I've been fishing, so I'm pumped to get out here, see what we can catch. Oh, casted it right into the leaves. That's not an ideal first cast. Now we just gotta cast it to where it doesn't get caught in any of this grass. The water is really low today. Let's see what happens. We got a few spots we can hit up where I think we can catch fish. We're starting here. Oh, nothing. Thought I saw my line moving. I'm just picking up shrubs. The water has never been this low. I've never seen it this low. So the fish might all be moved around and all funny. But we're gonna try this spot a little bit and then we're gonna start moving around to where I think I'll have a better chance of catching fish. Come on. I do have some floats I can use too if I end up really struggling and find out that these fish don't want to hit anything that's sinking, they just want something suspended. I could do that then. A couple more casts here and then we're gonna start moving around. All right, I'm gonna throw on a weighted float. See if they'll hit it suspended. We're just trying to figure this stuff out today. I've never fished these before, so we're gonna experiment a little bit. Gotta be out here somewhere, right? Oh, I see something. Those might be little bugs, or those might be fish. I see turtles. Okay, we're seeing some activity now. Maybe this is where they've all been pushed to. Oh, oh, what was that? Just the bobber just adjusting itself. Got one. Oh, finally something's getting it. Hello, come back for it. Come back for it. We had a hit. We finally had a hit. Looks like we may have found them. Let's get back out there, see what happens. Come on. Come on, baby. Oh. We got a pull. Come back for it. I don't think that was the wind. Alright. I think I need to lower this a little bit more. 'Cause something is grabbing it. I'm seeing a lot more activity on this side, which makes sense because all the wind, at least until right now, all the wind was blowing this way. Make sure I can cast out before I mess up my rod again. All right, let's see what happens now. Oop, got one. Oh, I missed it. Dadgummit. Come on. Come on. Man, he pulled it down good too. You don't think they took off with my plastic, do you? Let's reel it in a little bit. Oh, there we go. Ah! No, still have the plastic. They're taking it now. Gotta keep my eye on it. I went from not getting anything to some solid bites now. I think I might have found, they might be small, and that's okay. That's totally okay if they're small. The way the weather's been, if I can get maybe 1 or 2 fish, I'll be happy. Come on. Let me try it without the float. Let me take off the float. See how we do. Maybe it's the float. We're not gonna put it away, we're just gonna set it aside. It's gonna go in my pocket, not going in the bag. I can see movement here. I can actually see fish. So they're out here. Got one. Finally. Ah, yeah, buddy. Finally. Check that guy out. Nice one. Finally decided that he was gonna stop messing around and bite it. Nice. All right, little guy. Thank you for hanging out and thank you for biting. We're gonna put you back over there so you don't scare the rest of your buddies. That fish was really cold. Plastic is okay. That's all messed up because of me. I don't know how to rig this thing, but we're gonna get back out there. We're gonna fix our line. And then we'll get to moving. Oh, that feels like a bite. Oh, well, it did feel like a bite. That felt weird. Was it a bite? That felt really weird. Let's try that again. Got one. Yep. Yep. It was a bite. It was a bite. Woo, this boy is fighting. Yep, he's angry. Looks like the one I caught before, honestly. He's probably, if it is the one we caught before, he's probably mad because I caught him twice. No, it's not. This one doesn't have stripes. Man, these fish are freezing. Beautiful colors though. Good purples. Almost got like a little copper nose look to it right in here. We're gonna put it back. Heyo, welcome to another video. It is a cold, almost spring day. Weather's been nuts. It's in the 40s right now. Slight wind, as you can see behind me. We're at another pond. We're gonna see what we can bite. We got the slip float rig with the Donkey Toe Jr. tied on. We also have worms, so we'll see if we need to resort to those. But yeah, we're gonna try and get some fish. Now, same rig as last time. Donkey Toe Jr. pasture fire, 1/80th ounce purple mule jig, a peg float with a slip float rig, and a little split shot already rigged up, so you spend 15 minutes watching me struggle with it. Now it is kind of shallow out here, so I might need to adjust, and I did not reapply any scent, so we'll see what happens. I didn't take any off, so maybe the water will reactivate it, but we'll see what happens. We're just gonna cast it out there and see if we can get a bite or two. I'm gonna get a little closer to the water. It's been cold. It's been really cold. Actually, no, I should strike that. It was getting to, you know, spring-like temperatures, 60s, 70s average, and then all of a sudden, rain, cold front, and here we are back in the pre-spring weather. So decided, you know, we're gonna try the old slip float rig again. Fish it slow. See if we can get some bites, see if we can find some fish. And go from there. Looks like all I did was find a nice little pine needle and some of this snot grass. So that could have been from up on the bank. We're gonna try a couple casts at this depth again and see what happens, and then, you know, we might apply some scent here and there, so we'll see. Because essentially what you're saying is like, oh crap, I just got snagged in this tree. That's what I get for talking and not paying attention. Oh no, we lost the rig. Can we get it back? Can we get it back? Nah, I think it's gone. Daggum, it's wrapped in there real good. That's a bummer. Ooh, it fell in the water. Let's see if we can get it back though. It's right there. I see it. I don't think I'll retie it, but I do want to get it out of the water. There we go. I got it. The first thing we've caught all day is my own lure. Well, I'm not gonna retie this. I'm gonna tie on something else. I'm gonna put this right in here. Let's see what we got. Ooh, we got a Bronco blade. Let's try that. Let's see how it does. The only thing I don't like is that we got some high vis line, but there's low visibility. It's overcast, and it's gonna be moving so fast that if anything hits it, it's gonna be a reaction strike. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lord's number. Here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna do some casts. We're gonna walk and cast now. This wind does not let me do anything. Oh, we got one. Oh, we had one. Daggum. What happened? It hit it instantly. Now we're all tangled up. Oh, got one. Finally. There we go. Nice little bluegill. Yep, nice little bluegill. We will take them. Check this guy out. See, I had a feeling they might have pushed to this side, and all the wind's been blowing over here. I don't even know if you guys can hear me or not. Ugh, I did not want to cast it that way, but sometimes a snag over there. Let's see if I can avoid it. Got another one. Ooh, this one's big. Is this a bass? Yep. Yep, it's a nice bass. It's either a bass or a crappie. Yep, it's a bass. There we go. There we go. This is 4-pound test. It's not a big bass, but this is 4-pound test. And it's pull and drag. Oh gosh. We got him up. We got him up. There we go. Nice one. Nice one. Cold weather bass. I like that. I like that a lot. He ate that thing. Check that out. Got that on the side of the mouth. Beautiful. Let's make sure he's in frame. Give him a little show. Nice little 1/4 pounder, like I said at the beginning. If we were gonna get anything, it was potentially gonna be a 1/4 pounder. We're gonna put this guy back. That's two. I should have went with my gut. That's what you get. I had a plan. I got here and I thought, well, maybe I should actually forget the plan, but I figured, oh, I'd just make my way around the bank. I want to make sure that I don't miss any spots. But here we are, catching fish. Could have been over here the whole time. We got about 5 more minutes of fishing left. Not much, but maybe we can, excuse me, catch one more. Ooh, little tiny bass are just flashing on it right now. Didn't take it though. Now he's just sitting there looking at me. I'm getting followers. I'm getting lots of followers. They just don't seem to want to take it. Maybe it's because they can see me. Got one. Yep. Nice. Nice. Oh no. There we go. There we go. Another one. Oh, I've caught you before, buddy. He's Mr. Snubnose. Check his face out. I've caught this guy before. Let's get you loose. Yep. I've definitely caught that guy before. We're gonna put him back. It's good to know that they're not really paying attention to this line either. I've always been hesitant to try some high-vis line. I see a lot of crappie dudes do it. Heck, I've seen Richard Jean use some high-vis mono, but I've always been hesitant to do it. But the water around here is pretty dark anyways, and like I said, I'm using something that's fast moving. I'm going more for a reaction bite. Another one. Oh, this feels good. This feels real good. Oh, yep. 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 I should probably tighten my drag. Nice one. I didn't think I was gonna get into so many bass. The lips are red. Look at that. Red lips. Red lips. Nice one too. What a beauty. What a beauty. Yeah. I'm gonna show off that little Bronco blade there for a bit. Heck yeah. I'm gonna put him back in. Nice and easy. Looks like I found where they are. Put him back. Should have went with my gut. It's a lesson. Just go with your gut. Go with your gut. What you think you should be doing, you probably should be doing that. Start on this side where it made sense. The wind was blowing this way. That's something that I tried to learn. Well, I shouldn't say I tried to learn, because obviously I didn't learn it. But that's something that I thought I learned these past couple of years. But I guess not. I guess not. Blade's not spinning. There we go. Well, that's all we have time for today. Gotta get back. This was fun. Nice to know that bass are starting to bite. Even if it's taking a while to find them. Weather's gonna start warming up. Thank you guys for watching. Happy fishing and God bless. Hey there, welcome to another video. It is a almost spring day. We have the Ultralight. I have a jig spinner tied on, and we're gonna try and catch some fish. I have other lures too. We'll throw those if we need to, but for now we're gonna start with the jig spinner. Little bird wants to chime on in too, but we're gonna see what we can catch. Okay. Last time we were here, we started with a jig spinner. No, that's wrong. Last time we were here, we started with a float rig, and we started with worms, and we were catching them. We were catching a few, but we ended up moving to a Donkey Toe Junior, and we actually started catching them a lot. Now that Donkey Toe Junior did have some Procure on it. It was a lot colder that day, so the float rig just made sense, and so we stuck with that. Oh geez, I don't know if it's grass or if it's fish, but I'm feeling some taps. To be honest with y'all, I have filmed I have had two other attempts at an uncut video, and I was just gonna run them as they were, but I think I'm gonna cut them down and edit them into a traditional video. In fact, I might have already done one of them by the time y'all see this, and the reason for that is some of y'all didn't really like that I fumbled with a split shot for like 15 minutes before we started getting into some fish on my last uncut video. I got a comment specifically, and it was a good comment. You know, it was a very valid comment. 1 hour of struggling with the split shot, and you know, in my defense, it'd been a while since I've been fishing, and I don't normally rig split shots that often. So yeah, it took a while to get into the action, but once we got into it, you know what I'm saying? And we stayed catching fish. But what that taught me is that if I don't start catching fish relatively quickly, these 1 hour uncut videos aren't really gonna work. While I did have fun, and I was pretty okay with just posting them, the feedback that I got from me struggling for a bit let me know that it's probably not gonna be enjoyable to watch. So I'm gonna cut those up into separate videos, because I didn't actually start catching fish to the last, like, I don't know, 20-15 minutes of those trips. And I want this to be entertaining. Like, I want this to be entertaining for you guys who are watching. As much as I would prefer this on a 1 hour uncut because it's easier on my schedule to edit, it still needs to be entertaining. So the goal is now, while originally I was gonna just post it anyways and see what happens, is, you know, give you guys a good show. That's always been the goal, but the feedback I've gotten is I don't really care to see you fumble around before you're catching fish. So the plan is, if I'm not catching fish relatively quickly, we're just gonna trim it into a regular video like I have in the past. Now that said, I could be wrong. If some of y'all were okay with all the fumbling because it was more real, let me know in a comment. I'm open. Of course, I'm always going to make the videos I want to make, but if y'all have some feedbacks, there's some stuff you'd like to see, or something you really liked in the video, or something you didn't like in the video, let me know. I am open to making adjustments and giving the people what they want. Now I'm going to cast this thing maybe 2 or 3 more times, and I'm gonna switch it up. I might switch up back to the slip float rig. Last time I was out, it actually broke off. It got snagged in the tree and I broke it off, and I still have it. I was able to recover it, but it's looking like whatever's out there is not looking to bite this little jig spinner right now. I'm kind of tempted just to try a jig, like just an old-fashioned jig, just so y'all can see what it's like figuring these fish out. I'm gonna try this on, maybe put a little Pure Cure on it and kind of see if that catches anything. And then if that doesn't work, then I'll switch to the slip float rig. Just gonna jig it around, lower my tip, let it fall, and then pop, pop, let it fall again. Reel in the slack, pop, pop. Just moving it all up and down the water column. Try not to get snagged up in this branch though. Oh, got one finally. Yep, nice. What is this, little largie? Hello, nice little dinky largie. Finally got one. All right, first fish. What, almost 20 minutes in. Not ideal, but that's what fishing is like sometimes. So here's the first fish. We're gonna go ahead and put him back through lures. Ooh, ooh. Ah, man, y'all saw that, right? That bop, 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 bop. Whenever I don't know, call it a gut instinct, and I could be completely off base with this, but whenever I feel like those little nibbles, but they're not actually taking the lure, it's letting me know that they want it in front of them more. At least that's what I think. So I think a suspended presentation might be the best bet. All right, that looks good. Let's see if we'll catch a fish. Nice and suspended little fish. Oh, already got a hit. There we go. Yep, they want it suspended. They want it suspended. Wow, instant. Instant, like I said, gut instinct let me think that that's how they wanted it. Boom. We found it. Found what they were looking for. All right. Ow, ow. That guy spined me a couple times, but we're good. Those little bites that feel like they're like something's out there, something's hitting it, but not taking it. Look, 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 look. Already got, oh, almost had another one. You just need to hold it in front of them just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer, and you're probably gonna get a bite or two. And I'm gonna be honest, we're coming up on almost our 3 years of making content for this channel. And the past, I'd say 2.5 years, I haven't really been focused on talking to the camera like I have been in the past few videos. Because it's kind of been more like a, here's what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and less like kind of having a conversation with y'all. Which I'm not against. I'm very for. Just never thought of doing it. And I'm actually liking talking to the camera like this. Now, y'all have to hold up your end of the bargain. Y'all got to give me something in the comments. Let me know, like, what's going on? What's up? How are y'all doing? Because I can't just be talking to the camera and not get any feedback. Oh, got one. Finally. Had to really wait. I waited like a solid 3 seconds before I set the hook on that guy. Boom. Nice tiny guy. I love the colors. I don't know how well you can tell that color, but he's got purple up here, purple down there. Whoa. Oh, not ideal. All right. He's covered in mud. Oh, now I'm covered in mud. Chill. Chill, and I will get you back in. Calm down. Just trying to adjust my line so it's more less of a bow and more straightforward with my float there, so when something does take it like that, I can just easily set the hook. Got another bite. Whoa, what are you? You're fun. Oh, you're a largemouth bass. Hello, little bassy. Little bassy with the red lips. Look at those red lips. Should I be throwing red? I've always heard if you see those red lips, you should be throwing red. Nice one. Nice one. There we go. Got you free. Nice and cold. We're gonna do one of these. We haven't done one of these in a long time. Let's put the rod down real quick. Don't hook yourself. Oh, you just got it all snagged up in the tree. It's fine. Haven't done one of these in a while. Whoa. Not as graceful as I wanted it to be. But he was ready to go. They are waking up. Oh. Got one. Yep. What are you? Oh, you feel good. You feel really good. Are you a bluegill or a largemouth bass? Yep, you're a nice bluegill. Oh, you're hooked funny. Oh, no, you're not. You're not hooked funny. You're just fighting like crazy. Look at the color. Yes, what a biggin. All right, we're not gonna drop you, okay? You relax, we won't drop you. Look at those beautiful colors. Got orange, purple. Put them back. Nice one. Oh, there we go. Got one. That bobber sank down so slow. There we go. Nice little largie. Oh, he came off. Dadgummit. I was messing around with him too much. I'm going to cut this into a regular video. And I'm going to include this, what I'm saying right now, into a regular video. If you want to see the uncut video, let me know in a comment, because that'll let me know, all right, you guys don't care how long it takes me to catch fish, or if I've only caught 2 fish in the first 30 minutes and then I don't catch the rest until the end, because I'm trying to figure them out. Like, I'm here to see what y'all want, because right now the fish ain't fishing. I mean, I'm fishing, but the fish ain't biting. Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme. Open your bail. It's bluegill time. Ah, that's where I wanted it. There we go. Oof. And we got fish. Yep, we got fish. Goodness. Nice bass. Don't lose them. Don't lose them like you lost the other one. Let's get them up here. Woo! You know, it's good to see these guys again. I was a little bit worried last year with the bass population in this pond because I hadn't caught that many last year. I was wondering, like, where they been? Are the river otters that live here eating them? Like, what's going on? But it seems like they're just moving about. I'm gonna try out there again, see if we can get another one. I know I only said one more, but I always want to double check my work. See if there's something else out there, because that hit pretty fast. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You were hiding out there this whole time? Really? What are you? What are you? Bluegill? Yep, nice. Big old bluegill. Another one. Hello. You guys are hitting it hard. That means you guys are just tucked up there, just waiting for, whoa, calm down, buddy. Waiting for food to come and float in your direction. Alrighty. I'm gonna, there we go. Boom. Back in the water you go. Alright, I gotta get a picture with one of these for my fish log. So I have to actually catch just one more. I just remembered that right now. I'm like, I haven't gotten an actual picture with any of these. Let's see. Boom. Beauty. Ooh. I'm not paying attention. My goodness. I was too busy trying to snag myself right here that I didn't even notice a fish got the bobber. Dadgummit. Sleep at the wheel. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a nice one. That's a good one. Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, buddy. Oh, buddy, biggest bass of the day. Not incredible. Not something you're gonna mount. But biggest one of the day. For here, anyways. Check that out. Barely even hooked. All right, here's the deal. We're gonna take a picture of this guy, do it right here on camera because I use it for the fish log. Oh man, look at him. Just a nice hefty guy, probably quarter pound, maybe less. But this guy put a good fight in. Again, I thought the bass population was in trouble. Look how easy that came out. My goodness. Put him back. Boom. Like I said, if you want the full version of this, let me know in a comment down below. Full uncut version of this, because we went over an hour. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys on the next one. Happy fishing. God bless. All right, how's it going? It is another video. Have some lures, have the ultralight, and we're gonna try and catch some fish. So I got about an hour to fish. We're gonna come out here, see what we can catch. Enough chit-chatting. Let's get to rigging. Got the Bronco blade tied on. Let's make sure our drag is set right. We'll do a couple casts here and then we'll start walking around. Cast it out. Start reeling it in. I gotta walk sideways so you guys can actually see the action. I also gotta make sure I don't fall over. Oh, got one. Yep, what is this? Oh no, he spit it. Dadgum. Had one. It might have been a crappie. Maybe he had the lure. Man. Righty tighty lifty loosely. Gotta tighten up that drag a little bit. Let's try that again. That looked like a crappie, which makes sense. Crappies love to set up the gold blade and the mule minnow. I don't know if any of y'all have ever fished with some jig spinners, but they're so much fun. They're essentially little tiny spinner baits. So if you're a traditional bass fisherman, or you've been bass fishing and you've thrown some spinner baits around, it's a small version of that, and I love it. I particularly like these Bronco blades because they are just a little bit more durable and high-end than your standard jig spinner. Like, nothing wrong with some Eagle Claw jig spinners, don't get me wrong. I have tons of those, and that's what I started using at first, but I like the swivels. They spin a little bit better. So if you're looking for some decent jig spinners that, you know, aren't super expensive, these are great. These are great to use. Man, I'm a little bit upset that we didn't catch that fish, but at least I know we're on the right track now. Just gotta see if we can catch another one or hook up to another one, because we're not gonna count that one. That didn't count as a catch. It didn't touch my hands. Now if I would have brought it out the water and it hit the ground, I'll count that, but not unless I get it out the water. I'm seeing like a lot of movement. I don't know if that's just the wind playing tricks on me, but I'm seeing like streaks going across the water right underneath the surface, like fish are moving, but it's hard to say. What's going on in your world, guys? You getting out fishing? Is the fish biting getting good? Is it still warm? You still iced out? Did anybody even get ice? I feel like the ice fishing season, I mean, I don't know. I feel like the ice fishing scene on YouTube was pretty much non-existent this year because it was so warm. Well, if you had ice, how was the ice? If you didn't have ice and you normally have ice, did you get out and try and do some open water fishing? What was the plan? I know there are people who look forward to ice fishing season all year. I also know there's people that dread ice fishing season, so maybe that was cool for you that you didn't have to deal with the ice this time around. Oh, that felt like a bite. I should have waited. I probably pulled it out of its mouth. I'm gonna cast it right back out there. Try not to get snagged up in this tree above me. Do a couple more. Start moving it around. I don't know, I feel good about this spot. Could be wrong. Got one. Got a little guy. There we go. Little bluegill. First fish. There we go. Ooh, he is cold. Check him out. Nice. We're gonna unhook him, put him back. There we go. First fish. I had a feeling there was gonna be fish around here. Nice little bluegill. Like I said, I haven't been able to get out as much lately. New baby and all. Normally by now, I would have been out a few times. At least once a week. Now, so far this year, this is my second time getting out. And, you know, it is what it is. I like fishing. I like coming out. I like being out. But there's responsibilities you got to take care of. You got to take care of them. Seasons of life, you know, all that. Ebbs and flows. But when I get out here, you might see more ultralight fishing. I mean, I say that, but, you know, this channel is basically built on ultralight fishing with some learning bass fishing stuff mixed in, but you're probably going to see more ultralight fishing than last year, just because when I do come out, I want to give myself the best chance to catch fish. So just be aware, if you're here for the bass fishing content, I'm not saying that you won't see it, but more often than not, I'm going to be holding an ultralight rod. I'm hoping to get a couple more kayak trips this year and then last year. I know it didn't seem like it, but last year, technically, I only got on the kayak once, even though I was able to squeeze out, I think I got like 3 or 4 videos out of that one trip. I was only able to really get out once, which it's a bummer, but it's better than none. And that's just due to timing things. It was a busy year last year. I did a lot of travel for work, but this year, hoping to travel, hoping to get out and kayak fish more. Hoping to do a tournament this year. I wanted to do a tournament last year, but never really got a chance to do it. The schedules never really lined up. Oh, that felt like a fish. Got a couple little tugs right there. Maybe something small. Oh, I got my my BFS gear in. That's exciting. Last time we talked, I was saying how I wanted to get into BFS. Ordered some reels. Well, they finally came in. It didn't take too long, actually. They weren't scheduled to come in till next week, but they came a little early, and yeah, they came from overseas, which is kind of the delay, but can't get everything on Amazon, especially not BFS gear. And if you do get it on Amazon, it might not be the best stuff, but these were good. Haven't cracked them open. Got them from looking at, well, no, I should say I got one from Angling with Aaron's videos. He was talking about it. I don't even remember the actual name, but I saw him talking about it, how it's a good budget BFS reel. It's got 2 spools on it. So I went ahead and ordered that one. And then I ordered the Cast King Zephyr, which is a popular, I would say, US based BFS reel, just to compare the two and see what gives, really. Like, am I gonna be good at this or not? So I always try to pick up 1 or 2 things every year, try and learn something, keep fishing interesting every year. So BFS will be it this year. I don't know if I'll stick with it. It really depends on how I like it. I'm a huge fan of spinning gear, so we'll see. It looks like it's starting to rain. Getting a little sprinkling going on. That could be good. All right, we're making a change. Let's get my tackle box out. My meal fishing tackle box. This is why I love having this thing nice, pre-rigged, ready to go. Just gonna put that there. Pull that bad boy out. Casties. Let's see. I can't even begin to tell you how many times people tell me that I should stop fishing certain things because it's quote unquote not fun. Not fun for you, maybe. I'm having a great time. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There we go. I had a couple bites just now. They let it go. I think I missed it, whatever it was. Might have been a bluegill. If it was a bass, it didn't take it. It didn't like what it bit. I was waiting to see my line start moving. I felt those 2 thumps. I felt thump, thump. But I was waiting to see my line start going to the side. Never happened. There are plenty of times where I will feel the first thump, and then I will just set the hook. And all of a sudden, I'm losing the fish. So, I'm trying to avoid that. Slowing it way down. Back on my other point on people just letting other people fish. If you bass fish with live bait, you suck. No, I'm kidding. No, if you bass fish with live bait, go ahead, do you, man. Got one. Hello. There we go. Whoa, those geese came right over. Got another little bluegill right here on the burrow bug. Took a minute. Set the hook on him like he was a bass. I thought he was a bass. Come here, buddy. Oh, I got him twice, actually. There we go. He's cold. They're very cold right now. Beautiful little guy, though, I'd say. Nice colors. Let's put him back. That might have been what bit. I didn't think that's what it was. but I felt 2 thumps. I took it. It's 2 fish, 3 bites. No, 4 bites actually. 4 bites, 2 fish. Not the best hookup ratio, but not the worst either. It's getting down to the bottom. We're gonna try and grab this little pack of fruit snacks right here. Yep, I knew it. Somebody's out here having themselves a little snack. Nothing wrong with having a snack. Just, you know, clean up after yourself, you know? Don't be a litter bug. Nobody likes a litter bug. That's a snag. That's a snag if I know a snag. Dadgum. Let's do this thing. Let's see if there are any bass hanging out over here. Or bluegill, I don't know, I'll take anything. But I really want a bass. Just one. Maybe 2. A Nerf dart just hanging out over here. You've got to be kidding. I finally catch a bass and my battery dies. So I am actually connected to an external battery bank, but I haven't charged it at all in months. And it said I had 2 dots left, but I guess 2 dots is not as much as I thought it was, because it just died on me after an hour of fishing. And I finally caught a bass. What a bummer. If I would have known that, I would have at least recorded with my phone before I sent it back. But nice little 1/4 pounder with cheese. All right, before the camera dies, this thing's on 8%. Thank you guys for watching. Happy fishing. God bless. Howdy y'all, welcome to another video. Today the plan is simple. It is warm out. It is in the 70s, feels like it's in the 80s. So we got the Bronco blade tied on. We're gonna see if fish wanna hit something moving. That's pretty much the plan. We're heading to a couple spots right now at this pond that we're gonna fish, the old familiar pond. Hopefully we get into some fish. Let's see how we do. All right, let's try in here. Maybe there's some fish up in here. Oh, this water's real low. Got one. Finally. Ooh, a little largie. Goodness. We worked hard for this fish. And I didn't even hook him right. Goodness gracious. There we go. Kind of snagged him. But we got one. I mean, not in the mouth. A little thick, chunky boy. But we got one. Goodness. That took 42 minutes. Woo! 42 minutes to find the one fish. All right. That took some work. I can't believe it. Thought we were gonna get skunked for sure. All right, we caught one. Let's see if we can get a couple more. But we still have time. We have a little bit more time to fish, about 15 minutes or so. Been here for a bit. The fish aren't quite fired up for spring feed yet, but they'll get there. This is the spot. This is the spot of all spots. For those of you who are familiar, know this spot very well. And hopefully this is where we will catch more fish. Just gonna ease on in here, very quiet like. Got one. Oh yeah. This is nice. This is real nice. What are you? Are you a catfish? Oh no. What are you? Oh, it's a crappie. It's a nice crappie. Look at that guy. You silly bugger. What were you thinking, huh? What a slab. What a slab of a crappie. Finally, that's number 2. We're gonna put this guy back. For a second, I thought it was a pretty big bass. It felt bigger than most fish that I catch in here. Just a crappie. A fun crappie, but just a crappie. I'll take it. Oh, caught the fish's attention, I see. You gonna bite, or are you just swimming away? Just swimming away, I guess. Alright, let's make our way to the other side. I only have a few minutes left. It'd be nice to sit in the shade for a little bit too, so. We are out here at the pond. Last time we were here, I noticed a ton of smaller fish. So we're coming back with the teeny tiny mule minnow, the 1.2 inch. I've also put on some Purocure scent, and we're gonna see if we can catch some of these smaller fish, because last time we were here we didn't really do so well, but we're gonna try and change that today. Because the fish that I saw were so small, not only did I come with a much smaller profile, I also came with a much lighter and sensitive setup. So I have some braid tied on, and this is the TFO trout and panfish, or panfish and trout ultralight rod. And the plan is that if anything does bite it, I should be able to feel the bite and cast that tiny little 1/80th ounce mule jig out there, no problem. Last time we were here, they were all up in this area right here, along this bank and along that way, so hopefully they're still around. I love a good slingshot. Still no fish. The frustrating part is I can't even find the fish. It's not like they're not biting. I just don't even know where they are. The weird thing about this pond is this pond, ever since I started fishing it, has gone through these weird phases, all because of like just random things happening. For example, one year this creek that runs off this way got dammed up and rose the water for a long time, and I mean, it made the bluegill fishing a lot more fun, but I think it really screwed everything up. And then there used to be one otter in here, and now there's 2 otters, and all this construction going on, and who knows what else. But I think that's just fishing in general. Great. Just got myself all kinds of snagged up in this freaking branch over here by not paying attention to what my line was doing. Oh, got a fish. Got one. Trying to get myself unsnagged. I ended up catching one. Nice. What the? What happened to you? There we go. Well, I don't know what I was doing. All I know is I was snagged up in this tree right here. This little branch that's always getting in the way. Ended up hooking into one. Took a long time. We found one. Go. Come on. Come back. That was a good hit. Oh. Something hit it instantly over there. Okay, okay. I think I know what I gotta do. I have to put a float on. It's got to be a real shallow float. I think I have one. I think that's good. Right there. Yeah, they're all right here. They just all skedaddled. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna cast it that way. Oh. What was that? Ugh. Got trigger happy. Alright, I gotta adjust my drag. Way too loose. There we go. That's better. They're out there. They just needed it suspended, I guess. Come on. Ah. Ah. So frustrating. At least we're getting bites now, finally. Finally. Goodness. What are you? Big old bluegill. Come on. You made me work, dude. So look at that monster. What a tank. What a tank of a fish. Like a beauty. Look at that thing. That thing is beautiful. Sound good? Goodness, you are hefty. You are a hefty boy. Ah, dadgummit. Oh, there he is. Yeah, at least I dropped him in the water. I had to work for that guy. We are officially way over time. 2 is all we got. We got that big guy at the last second, but I mean, this is just how fishing is right now. Hopefully things are better where you are. Happy fishing. God bless. Howdy, thanks for clicking on the video. My name is Ramon, and today the plan is simple. We have an ultralight, we have a pond behind us, and we're gonna see how many catch we can fish. How many catch we can fish. How many fish we can catch in an hour. Let's do that. Alrighty. Let's see what we can get into. Got the donkey tail tied on. Got the ultralight. See if there's anything that wants to bite. Not where I wanted to put it. There we go. Oh, into this tree over here. That's great. Into the next tree. That's great. Got it out of all the trees. Try moving over here. There's all this grass and stuff. It's probably because the water's so low. This normally doesn't go out that far. It'll be kind of difficult to fish around here with all this extra greenery. Did have a cold front and a storm come through. Ooh, got one. Oh, I had one. Finally got a bite. Okay. That was quick. Might be better with the little Bronco blade tied on. But we're going to keep on this donkey tail, see how we do. We got a bite. That means we're on to something. Who knows what it is, but we're on to something. Got one. Yep. Nice. Nice bluegill. Yep. Nice big old bluegill. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Check this guy out. Big, beautiful, nice bands, good color. We're gonna put them back. Got one. Got another one. They're barely even biting. Oh, that's a bass. Nice. Oh, I hooked him on the bottom of the mouth. He must have ate it off the ground. You're alright, buddy. Don't worry. Alright, this guy's bleeding a little bit. Hooked him in the bottom of the mouth, but look at that big old belly he's got. They're definitely feeding. We're gonna put him back. Doing pretty good so far. That's 2 in this little spot right here. Let's see what else we can get. Hopefully I don't get this turtle. Don't want Mr. Turtle. Both of those bites have been kind of subtle. It just feels like I'm hooked into something, not necessarily like a fish bit it aggressively. Just almost like I hooked into grass, and all I did was lean, and then I start to feel the struggle. Got one. Like I said, just the subtlest bite. Not even feeling it, just seeing my line start running. Another dinky little bass. Woo! He's angry. Also, look at that belly. Just thick little belly. We're gonna put him back. Oh, something took a bite out of him right there. We'll put him back. Got one. Ooh. Hello. Nice. It's a nice bluegill. Alright. Got this guy. Kind of snagged him on the top of the head right up here, but he seems to be doing alright. We're going to put him back. Good colors. Not as big as the last one, but still pretty fun. This thing is putting in work. This is probably my favorite color donkey tail. The Karma color, it's great. Got another. Oh, had another. Just give it a slow roll, see if that. There we go. Oh! Alright, I'm gonna loosen up my drag a little bit. I think I might be a little bit too high. Got it. Just a nice little lean in. There we go. What are you? Oh, I'm snacked on a bush, on a tree or something too. You're definitely bigger. Ooh, big chungus. Nice. Are you the same guy? You might be the same guy. No, you're different. There we go. Cool, he's got a dark forehead. I'm gonna put him back. I think it's number like 5 or 6 or 7. I can't remember. Regardless, I'm gonna try and pull out one more from this spot before we start moving anywhere else. Yes. Ooh, jumping. What are you? That's a bass. That's a nice little bass. Oh, he's a fat guy. Look at the belly. This guy is putting on weight. Look at that belly. They're eating real good. We're gonna put them back. Got one. Oh, come on. You let go. They must be tiny. Whatever it is must be teeny tiny. Got one. Little guy. Got a good fight though. Oh no, not a little guy. Check it out. Decent sized bluegill. Nice little chungus bungus. We're gonna put him back. Put him back in this water right here. Whoop. Fish are biting good. It's a good spring day. This is the kind of days you want to come out here and just have a good time. Catch some bluegill. Get the line wet. It's a good day to have after a rough tournament. That video should be coming soon. I fished a tournament recently. Like I said, it was a rough one, but also a good one. Like, I had a good time. Got on the water safely, got off the water safely. Just didn't connect with the fish that I wanted to. So that video will be out soon. Hope you guys stick around to see it. Dadgummit, just hooked into that worst possible thing that I could have hooked into. And my line is all kinds of wrapped. Can I get to it is the question. Looks like I might be able to get it out. Come on. Come on. Come on. God, it smells terrible. Oh, dadgummit, my line broke. I don't really have time to retie, so we're going to call it there. Thank you guys for watching. Happy fishing. God bless. Howdy y'all, welcome to another video. Today we're keeping it super simple. We got the ultralight rod, we got some night crawlers, and we're gonna come out here and try and catch some fish. It is a summer day. A cold front just blew through from a storm, so I'm not really sure where the fish are, but we're gonna do our best to try and catch some fish. Alright, y'all don't know this, but I've actually already caught 3 fish. But my camera was pointed right down at my shoes, so y'all didn't see any of it. Got one. There we go. Felt that. Got him. Nice little bluegill. Got one. I'm looking for your big... Oh, are you kidding me? My camera's been pointed down the whole time. Wow. All right. As you can tell, it's been a while since I've been out fishing, so... Goodness. It's just been the struggle bus trying to get out here. But they seem to be biting today, so... I'm confident we'll be able to get into something. I don't think those were the last fish that are going to bite. I mean, we're throwing worms, and they seem to be hitting rather quickly. Got one. Yep. Nice one. This one you guys can see on camera. There we go. Oh no. Oh no. Got snagged up for a second. There we go. This one you guys can see on camera. I can't believe I had the camera pointed down. Whatever, it's fine. We are good to go. Alright. Got them free. Nice one. Beautiful colors. Glad you guys get to see this one. This is the first one y'all have seen, but the 4th one I've caught. Boom. I think I'm going to pinch this barb down. I've been having a hard time unhooking them. The worm, as you can tell, is kind of mangled up because, like I said, that's the 4th fish I've caught. But it still seems to be doing the trick. I'm going to pinch that barb down, see if I can do it with my hemostats. If not, I'll use some pliers that I have. Let's get some more. This hot one. Ooh, that's big. What is that? Nice bluegill again? Yep. Not big, but had some fight to it. Nice. It took it and started running. Look at the colors, man. Those colors are so beautiful. I'm gonna put you back. Got one. Nice bluegill, putting up a decent fight. Another one. Bloop. I'm gonna work this worm until it falls apart, which it already is technically, but it keeps catching me fish. I'm gonna keep throwing it. Like I said, all these wind nuts are my fault. Oh, I got a fish too. I have a fish. Oh crap. It feels good. Ah. Is that a largie? No, I think it's just a big bluegill. Yep. Oh no! He came off. Dadgummit, now I got all this line jacked up. Man, that was the biggest one. Got one. Oof. I think it's another big blue. Yep. Oh, I think I might have found where the big ones are. Yeah, buddy. Look at this slab of a bluegill. What a beauty. Look at the size of the head on this thing. It's huge. We're gonna put him back. And guess what? Wouldn't you believe it? We still have a tiny piece of worm left. Alright. Let's keep at it. Oof. I think I just lost whatever worm I had left. Oh, still have it. Come on. Take it, big dog. Got it. Yep. Nice. Oh gosh. Nice. Beautiful colors on this one. Look at that. Look at you in the light. What a beauty. I love this thing. Having so much fun catching these. Nice one. Do I still have, yep, still have a little bit of worm. I think if I do catch a fish with this, it might be the last worm that I catch on this. I mean, the last fish I catch on this worm. Casting on this rod is a little weird. It's a little bit more firm. It is an ultralight, but it's a little bit more firm than your average ultralight, I would say. Where are the dimensions? It is a 6.6 ultralight, 1/32 ounce to 1/8 ounce, 5-piece, and it's a little stiff. It's a little stiffer, I would say. It's definitely a fast. I don't think you'd be able to get away with like a 1/64 ounce. I mean, you might be able to, but you definitely won't have the same casting distance as like a, I don't know, a TFO or even like a Solilo. Come on. Gotta find the fish again. Oh, that felt interesting. Got one. Yep, awesome. All right, while I'm fighting this fish, it's a good time to tell you about Fish Slaps, my sticker brand that I started. And you can find awesome stickers like one that says Bluegill and another one that says The Juice, which is cool because I caught a bluegill and the juice is a worm. So very, very on brand, if I do say so. So check it out, fishlaps.shop, and pick yourself up some stickers. Heck yeah. Nice bluegill. We're gonna put them back. Bloop. No free lunch here. No free lunch here. No siree, Bob. Got one. This one's nice. He's swimming at me. He's swimming at me. Yeah, buddy. Nice one. Man, they're either like barely getting it or inhaling this thing. This one has some very, very prominent bars on it. That's so cool. This is a little warmer than all the ones I've been catching. I wonder why. How we doing worm-wise? Worm-wise, we're still doing good. Let's make that same cast, see what happens. Not the same cast, but could be worse. Got one. Got one. Oof. Yeah, buddy. They are hitting it funny. Another one, cool colors. This one's got a slit in his tail fin. We're gonna put him back. That guy was extra slimy. Felt like I was gonna drop him at any moment. I wonder where all the bass are. I used to always get like one or two largies in here. Maybe all the otters ate them. Got one. Yep, nice. Swimming towards me. Yep. Oh, you think you can get away? No, 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 no. Nice. Real nice. That one took a minute. Ah, jeez. That one really got me. Why'd you do that? I guess it's only fair. I stuck you, you stick me. This guy spined me really good and he fell on the ground. I'm bleeding. This guy's got me bleeding. We're gonna put him back. Look at that. It's got a nice little hole right there. And on that one, we're gonna call it. Thank you guys for watching. Everything I use will be linked in the description down below. Happy fishing. God bless. I feel like I'm gonna poop myself. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So I gotta get home so I don't poop myself. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I gotta get home and drop a deuce. Get home and go poop. Gotta get home. Use the bathroom so I don't poop myself. Poop myself. Howdy. Welcome to another video. Today we're going to keep it simple. I have some worms from when I took my kids out fishing the other day. I want to use them up, so we're out here. It's early morning. We're going to try and catch as many bluegill as we can because we got an hour to kill, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Last time we were here, the fish were all in these shallows right here. We never really got to explore that area over there, but we're going to do that this time. There's a lot of overhangs last time, so I couldn't take the kids over there, but I want to see what's over there. I know they're here for sure, so we're gonna start here and maybe work our way over there. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna put you on the chest right now and we're gonna start fishing. So here's the setup that we are working with. Little float, little jig head, worm. That's simple. I can already see some fish moving around. My line's already tangled up. You know that's never good. All right, we got our line all untangled. Using some high vis line so we can see. It is early in the morning. It's not even 8 in the morning yet and it already feels like it's 80 degrees. So nice and warm this morning. I'm just casting it to where the fish were last time we were here. The fish around here like to stage in kind of this area here. And we're going to keep our usual technique because we have a worm on. If a fish isn't biting in the first 10 seconds, I'm moving it forward. I'm not going to let it sit in one spot for too long. The fish should be feeding right now. It's early in the morning. Sun's not even all the way up. There's another spot right in here. I'm going to pitch it right in here really quick. Where my son actually was catching the most fish. It was like hit after hit. Up like that. Like that. Boom. Already got one. Oh, he spit it out. Dadgum. We're gonna try that again. Right around there, I think it was. Yep. Got him. Nice bluegill. Beauty. What a beauty. Got red eyes. Oh, whoa, whoa. Calm down, buddy. Calm down, we'll get you out. They're aggressive this morning for sure. There's number one. That didn't take long. We're gonna put you back. Still got some worm, I believe we do. Barely hanging on though. I'm gonna fix them up. It's been super warm, which is why I've been coming out in the mornings now, because I mean I love fishing, but being out in the middle of the day in 110 degree heat index is not something that I like to do. If I can avoid it, I will, so I'll come out in the mornings. It's still warm, but it's not like unbearably hot. Alright, well, let's try over here again. You see where those sticks, that branch is sticking out right there? To the left of it is where I was catching a few fish. Let's see. It's super shallow in this spot, so it's like you really have to find the right spot between the shallow, like basically like 2 inches of water to like half a foot of water, and they were sitting in that half a foot of water section. See, like I think I missed the spot. There we go. Let's try there. Got one. Oh, had one. Fell asleep at the wheel. Something you never like to hear in the morning. Hopefully, whoever that's going to is okay. Let's see. So it's kind of in the area where I wanted it. And now I'm just gonna slowly twitch it if I'm not getting any hits. And there's a big chance that I lost my worm. I had like a tiny little piece and it was barely hanging on. There's a big chance it fell off when it hit the water. There we go. There we go. Got one. Got one nice little lean in. We got a tiny guy. Yeah, buddy. Let's go. We got the littlest little guppy. We're gonna send this guy back with the worm though. He earned the snack. Here we go. Fed him on his way back. Alright. So far that's what? 2? 2 in 10 minutes? That's not bad. Let's see. Let's see if whatever is here is back. Beep. Oh, almost. There we go. Come on. Take it. There we go. Committed. Boom. That's what I was waiting for. Some commitment. Look at that. Nice bluegill. I'll put you back. Boop. He got away with a lot of worm. Look at that. You know what? Something's telling me to keep going with this little bit of worm. And that something could be my stupidity. Let's see what's over here. Got one. I waited way too long on that guy. I was looking somewhere else and the bobber was down. Nice, beautiful colors on this guy. There we go, nice, beautiful fish. We're gonna put him back. He was flopping already. I was gonna drop him. Still got some worm. And the worm is still moving, so we're just gonna give him one more hook through for some extra security. Oh, they took a bite. Took a bite and let it go. There we go. Back for more. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Here we go. Another bluegill. This little guy's bleeding a little bit, so we're gonna put him back. Let's see what we can get over here. Got one. Oh, I missed it. Oh, and he took the worm. That felt like a bass. Here we go. Got one. There we go. Boom. This guy's angry. He's got all his spines up. Hefty. They're feeding for sure. This guy's a little heavy. We're gonna put him back. Well, we don't have much time left, and I'm a huge believer in shouldn't leave fish to find fish. So we're gonna cast one more in here before we start moving somewhere else. Don't be weird, turtle. I think I hooked into the turtle. Dadgummit. I for sure just hooked into this turtle. I for sure, yep. These turtles, man. That was not ideal. But we'll put on another hook. A few more minutes before we need to get going. Dadgum. I'm sure someone out there was like, you could have made turtle soup. This will most likely be our last few attempts. Our last few casts, because it's starting to get late. Hey, let me fix that bobber. It's way too high. So we're gonna pack up a little bit, clean up our mess, and then we're gonna go cast in this one section that doesn't often get fished. At least I don't fish it that often, so I'll make our way over there. Yep, it doesn't get fished much. I just walked through a big old thing of spider webs, cobwebs. Instant. There we go. Nice bluegill. Yep, I can tell by the fight. Oh, no, 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 no. No. Whew. Long one, too. This guy has some length. Bleeding a little bit. We're gonna put you back. Still got the worm, though. Still got the worm, though. Another one. Jeez. There must be a nice little school in here. They're smacking it, too. This little guy. Man, they feel super thick over here. The bluegill I was catching over there were really, really tiny. No, not tiny. They felt really thin and light. These feel dense on this side. Like they've been like working out and jacked. Still got a little bit of worm left. Oh gosh, that was a terrible cast. I still got him though. Hey yo, nope. Gotta try and keep him out of that brush pile. Oh no! He unhooked himself. Alright, I'm gonna let him flop for a little hot minute. And by hot minute, I meant like 2 seconds because he chilled out right away. Look at this beauty of a fish. Nice one. Super aggressive. Unfortunately, that was it for the piece of worm. I'm out of time anyways, so we're gonna call it here. Thank you guys for watching. Everything I use will be in the description down below. Happy fishing. God bless. Thread on a worm so that I can catch some fish. Little tiny fish that want to eat my worm. There we go. Alright, it is a nice August morning actually. It's the day after some nightly storms, and it's been a hot minute since I've been bank fishing, and not because I got the new kayak, but mainly because it's just been so busy that I haven't actually been able to get out to fish during the week for fun. So we're doing that today. Got the ultralight, got the donkey tail junior tied on. We're gonna catch a bunch of panfish, so let's go ahead and do that. I definitely chose the wrong shoes for today's adventure. Again, time has not really been on my side lately, so I just kind of slid on my sneaks, and now they're kind of drenched. It's alright, we're only going to be out here for a little bit anyways. We only have like about an hour, so we're going to see how much we can actually catch in that hour. Got one. Nice. Few casts it took, but we got one. Nice little bluegill. A long little guy. What a beauty. Perfect one to start the morning. I'll put it back. Oh, these mosquitoes are in full effect. Of course, I forgot my bug spray. Huh, I just noticed my hook is bent out, but it managed to catch that fish. Maybe I can bend it back in. I'm remembering now, not last time I used this thing, I kept getting it snagged and I ended up bending it out on a tree. So, just gonna take these hemostats and bend it back in. That's good enough. I'm try and cast it right back where we caught that last bluegill. Maybe there's a school out there. Dadgum, these mosquitoes are eating me alive, man. I know some folks were worried that with the new kayak I was going to go strictly kayak content. That's not happening. Mainly because I don't really have time to just do kayak fishing and keep putting out videos regularly. Like, I could probably only go kayak fishing like maybe once a month. And even then, it's like I'm going to places that I don't normally fish and I'm not too familiar with, so catching fish is like hit or miss sometimes. Bank fishing, I can go at least once a week. We just killed 2 mosquitoes. Oh gosh, in the span of 30 seconds on my legs. The one time I forget my bug spray, and they are going wild. They just moved over there. Might have been a turtle. Oh, had one just now. That's why I like to run a looser drag. Gives them more of a chance to kind of run with it, so I can set that hook a little bit better. I get a lot of comments on my videos about tighten your drag, yada yada. I do that, and then I end up losing more fish. Oh gosh, this guy little guy just decided to bury me in all this grass. There we go. Little tiny largie. Cute little guy. Get you unhooked. There we go. We're gonna put him back. Put up a nice little fight. I feel like most people that watch my video aren't too familiar with ultralight fishing, which is why they're always like tighten your drag, tighten your drag, tighten your drag. But I like to run a looser drag because, one, I'm working with really light wire hooks, and if your drag is too tight with braid, you're gonna A, break your line, because I also have like a 2 or 4 pound test leader, or B, you're gonna end up losing the fish because the hook is so small. So I would rather have my drag run and let it do its job a little bit than lose a fish. It's that simple. So if you comment tighten your drag, I'm literally gonna comment back, okay, loosen my drag, thank you, will do. Some updates on my end. I did fish a tournament 2 weeks ago. I was finally able to connect to a fish during the tournament. A nice little 3-pounder. The downside was I broke one of my favorite rods. And the even bigger downside is now that rod is like double the price. So that kind of sucks. But I have to replace it. It was my medium light. And the reason it broke, it's not the rod's fault, it was my fault. I went to reach up for some reason, and I ended up snapping the tip of the rod. And I looked into how to fix it and stuff like that, and it seems very involved. It's not like I broke the guide, I broke the actual rod, like in between the final guide and the guide before that. Just snapped clean, so probably won't be fixing it. Probably just replacing it and see what I replace it with. But I did like that rod, but maybe this gives me an opportunity to try a new medium light rod, I should say. Because man, paying double for a rod that you used to have is kind of a pain in the butt. Got one. Yep. Fish didn't even know he was hooked. Yeah, buddy. Nice little largie. Let's go. Little ones are always so angry. Such a beauty. I'm gonna put him back. Got one. Oh, I had one. Daggone. Saw my line tighten up. See? Drag was too tight. Pulled it right out of that fish's mouth. Maybe it was a small guy. Who knows? Point is, didn't catch that fish. Probably shouldn't do this at this point because I gotta get going. But this water's darker on this side. Kind of want something that's gonna make a little noise, a little thump. So I'm gonna make a quick little change. Shouldn't take me too long. Just gonna cut off this donkey tail. We're gonna go with a nice little Bronco blade. You can catch some more bluegills. You can get these stickers at fishslaps.shop, by the way. Stickers made by yours truly. Ow. Sold at a reasonable price. I just hooked myself. And if you don't care if you have tracking on your shipping, I'll just slap a postage stamp on there and you get free shipping. Fishslaps.shop. Go ahead and pick some up. I don't know if this is the move. Kind of feels like the move. Feels like the water is a little darker than usual because of all the rain. Just dropped it on the ground. Yeah. Sun's not all the way up yet. So, we're gonna see if this is gonna do anything. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. What did I do? There we go. Got the Bronco blade on. And also get a little bit more casting distance too. Now in this instance, I am going to tighten up my drag. Got one. Yep. Nice one. Ooh, jumping. There we go. There we go. Nice largie. Decent guy. Get up here, buddy. Get up here. Nice. This guy. What a beauty. Look at that. Nice, dark, good colors. Beautiful guy. It's a little too shallow for me to toss him right here, so I'm going to push him a little bit past the weeds. Man, I had a feeling. That was like the second or third cast with this thing too. And that's why I tightened my drag up a little bit, because I knew if something's going to come and hit this, it's going to hit it fast and hard. That bass tried to take me into some weeds too. That's why I like this rod. This rod was able to, even though it's an ultralight rod, I was able to take them out of that. And on that last one, we're going to call it. Couldn't catch any more. We're already past our time. We're going to head on out. If you want to pick up some stickers, fishslaps.shop. If you want to pick up anything I used today, links will be down in the description below. Happy fishing and God bless. Alright. Alrighty, it is another morning session. Today's plan is simple. It's been 50 degrees for a while. Fall is right around the corner. People are going to be getting back out. It's not going to be as hot. So today what I want to do is show y'all how to catch fish on the bank, where to cast, what to look for, things like that. Stick around. We're going to catch some fish. Let's go. Alright, the setup is pretty straightforward. Got an ultralight combo on. The lure is what's important here. It is a Bronco blade with a mule jig on and a mule minnow. This is what we're going to be throwing around. It's going to create some action. I have some slower lures if I have to, just a mule jig and things like that, but this is what I want to throw just in case fish are chasing with these colder temps. So my first area that I'm going to cast, I'm right here on the bank. You can see I have all this bank in front of me. The first area I'm going to cast, no matter what, is going to be parallel to the bank. Casting parallel to the bank gives me the ability to get in front of more fish because, as you can tell, there's little bubbles going around. Those are the little minnows that are cruising along the bank. The bigger fish will be a little bit deeper. This will get me right in between both of them to see if I can catch a fish. So we're going to cast right here. Going to do a first cast and see if we get into something. And the trick is you want to cast in the area multiple times. Sometimes the fish need a hot second to see, oh wait, that was something I could actually eat. So you'll need to, oh, I had a bite. That was a hit. That could have been something small. And the cool thing with a lure like this is that it allows you to fish fast and move around a little faster. So I'm probably going to do a couple more casts here before I decide to move a little bit further down the bank or down this way. Now, you can use any jig spinner you want for this kind of technique, but I like to use a Bronco blade because you don't have to reel it in that fast to get the blade moving. I mean, you can. If you just want to burn it, you can burn it and it'll do just fine. But, like, I don't know if you can see it flickering, but I'm barely even reeling right now. And it's coming in at a decent pace. It could just be that it's a little bit more shallow than I think there. So we're going to cast it right in front of us right here. Let's see what's out there. Oh. That felt like something. That was interesting. What's happening? Little fish? If you feel in thumps and you don't know if it's fish or hang-ups, normally if it's a hang-up, you'll find grass all over your lure. I'm not seeing any grass, so it's making me think something is actually hitting it. Got one. Yep. Oh, had one. Man, okay, that could have been something small. I think I just found where the fish are. They're a little bit further than I thought. And that's one of the good reasons is to start working your way out. So I started closer to the bank and I started spreading my way out. And now I'm casting right out there. So now I know they're like a few feet out there. Let's see if I speed it up and see what ends up happening. They're hitting it. Oh man, they are so hitting it. But they just don't seem to want to take it. They could be small. Got one. There we go. There we go. On the pause. Nice one. First one on the board. Got a nice little bluegill here. We're going to put him back. Boop. So that actually showed me something. Seems like that fish hit it on the pause. So I might need to do some burns, some reels and pauses then. Like this. That's the other cool thing about this kind of lure is that it lets me vary my retrieve if I want to. I can slow it down, I can speed it up. That was another hit. Got one. Yep. Ooh, what are you? You're fighting a little different. Oh, you're another bluegill. You just kind of gave up there, buddy. Another beauty. Crazy thing is these fish are so warm. This guy hooked himself like 20 times. Here's another one. Another pretty little guy. I'm gonna put him back. I think I found the school. They seem to be staged up a few feet from the bank, which is interesting. I would have expected them to be a little bit closer to the bank. But once you find them, you just keep casting out to it until you can't find it anymore. And the trick is, once you do find them, you just keep kind of seeing where they're at. Like, I know they're in that general area now, so I'll cast to it a few times. I'll cast to the left, cast to the right, maybe even try to cast as far as I can behind. Oh, got one almost at the end. That fish followed it way up. He was waiting. We're gonna go to the left of where I've been casting, see how far out they go. And I'm just gonna keep doing a steady retrieve here, because the thing is, they could be right where I'm casting and following it in a little bit further than I'm casting and seeing it, or between me and where I'm casting. And until they make live scope from the bank, you're just not gonna know. Got another one. Nice one. There we go. This one's putting up a good fight. Bigger. Nice chunker. Whew, she's pretty. She's real pretty. Look at that. What a beauty. Oh no, this is a male. See those bands going down the side? What a pretty fish. My goodness. Now, where I'm casting isn't really technique specific. You can do this with anything. You can do this with like a ultralight jig. You can do this with the float setup, with live bait. This is more just trying to find the fish. The reason I'm using a Bronco blade or a jig spinner is because I want to move a little faster. Even though I've been staying in the same spot, I've been covering water a lot faster than I would have if I was throwing like a jig or a float rig. So even if you're not using this lure, if you're using something else, you can still use the same like principles of working the bank, especially if you're at like a pond similar to this. Now we're gonna do a few more casts because I casted a few times out there and I haven't gotten a bite before we start moving around. And that's kind of another tip, is if the bite has died down after you caught a few fish in one spot, usually means those fish kind of wised up to what you were doing. They're like, hey, that's actually not food, that's been looking like food. Or you've actually caught all the fish in that small little area. But my point is, if the bite has died down, there's a couple things you can try. One is you can change lure colors. I've seen that work. Like if you're throwing like a trout magnet, those are super easy to switch out. But two is you can vary your retrieve. So I've just been doing like a straight burn. Not a straight burn, but I've been doing like a straight retrieve, but now I'm going to burn it, like see if speeding it up will help trigger a bite. So I'll point my tip down so that it doesn't rise too high, and then I'll just reel it in as fast as I want to. Alright, we haven't gotten a bite here in a few minutes, so we're going to start moving. I'm seeing some activity over here, so we're actually just going to turn around. We're not going to actually physically move spots. We're going to turn around, start casting that way, see what's out here. Now I know from experience, and you can actually kind of see it in the bank, that there's kind of like a mini point right here. Ooh, I already got a bite. There's like a mini point right in here. And points are usually a good spot where fish like to stay. You can actually kind of see, if you see the angle at which the bank is going, and then right in front of that post, you can kind of see it like kind of angles out, and then it starts to angle back in. That usually follows into the water. And fish like to stage on points. So without going into the details, you can target points and you're gonna be able to connect with fish. Like I just got a bite on that first one, so I'm just casting it out there. I know it's a little bit deeper, but not too deep, so I let it sink for like a second, and then I'm just gonna start reeling it in. And just like I did on the other spot, I'm gonna let it do its thing. Ooh, 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 see, boom, on the point. Big baby. Another nice one. Angry, calm down. Another beauty. Look at that beauty. A couple more casts here before we start moving to the other side of this point. The other thing I like about using a jig spinner that's super sensitive is you can actually feel it vibrating. I can feel it vibrating into the rod, so I know it's spinning. Ooh, something just hit it. Come on. And sometimes you'll only catch one fish depending on your lure. Like I'm using a fast moving ultralight lure, if I was using like a slower lure or smaller lure, I might be getting more bites. And that's where the experimentation and trying different lures comes in. But we're fast movers today. We're zooming around. We're not trying to sit here and take it a little slow. Not with the weather like this. I feel like any fish that we end up catching on this is going to be aggressive. It's going to be a fun fight. So we're moving a little bit more left of this point, seeing if there's any fish further away. Again, this is like a tiny point, but even that is enough. Boom! A little bit left, baby. That's all it took. Oh, don't get me in that branch. There we go. Jumping up like Michael Jordan, baby. This guy's a little thick boy. See what I mean? Nice, aggressive, very thick. Putting on some weight. Getting ready for his bulk season. We're going to put him back in. Such a cutie. Boom. All I did was move a little bit left of where this little mini point is, and was able to connect with another one. We're gonna cast in that same spot. We're on the other side of the point, and the plan is to do exactly what I was doing on the other side, but on this side. So again, point kind of follows up here, dips that way, that's following into the water. One thing to keep in mind, you can see it right here, is I got this little like mini log in here. I want to keep an eye on that, make sure I don't get snagged in it, but fish will also stage on the other side of that, hide underneath it, hang around it. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Oh, little guy, the tiniest of the day. Hey, oh no, little Largy, come here. You're the first one I've caught in a while from here. Look at this. Oh my gosh. No, oh my gosh. Calm down, little micro. Calm down, buddy. Talk about a tank. Look at this stud, man. Oh, you're all covered. Hold on, buddy. We'll get you all cleaned up. Look at this stud muffin of a largemouth bass. What a cutie. It's funny because I was just talking about how there's no largemouth bass, and here's one. We're going to put him back. Now I'm going to show you the final type of area that I would like to fish at. And I don't actually have to move from where I'm at your bodies of water. You might actually have to. All I have to do is turn a little bit. And you're going to see right here that there's like these big trees and their branches are overhanging a few feet into the water. And this is the other type of structure that I would look for. Big overhangs that are relatively higher than the other areas we were fishing. You'll find these all across the ponds. In fact, you can see them all along that side of the bank, that side of the bank too. But when they go over the water, those are usually good areas to target because fish, and you can actually see some activity over there, fish will stage underneath here waiting for things to drop from the tree, bugs, things like that. And they'll just hang out in here, especially if it's, you know, deep enough or shallow enough for something that they want to do. I know from just fishing this place for a long time, during the spawn, bluegill will just bed right in this area, right in here, and hang out. So we're going to do a few casts in here, see what we can pull out, see what we catch. Hopefully we get into a few of them. So one thing to keep in mind, if while you're moving around, after catching fish in one area, you're not catching them in your new areas after that bite has died down, go back to those spots after a while. If you have the time, and if those spots are not taken by somebody else already, go back. What happens sometimes is those fish will move away because they're feeling threatened. Their fish are getting yanked out of the water, but they'll eventually move back. They'll go back to that area they were in, and you can go back and start targeting more fish again. All right, that last spot was a bust and we are out of time, but hopefully you can use all the tips I've given you here today to go catch some fish this fall. You can use those tips all along the bank, see how you do, see what's out there. Get out there, enjoy yourself, enjoy God's beautiful creation. Everything I use will be in the description down below. If you want to pick up some stickers, fishlabs.shop. Thank you guys for watching. I will catch you guys on the next one. Happy fishing and God bless. Howdy y'all. It's been a minute since I've been fishing. It's been a minute since we've been out here at the pond. But today, we're gonna keep it super simple. We got a nice float rig, and we're gonna catch some fish. I know you guys are all familiar with this pond, and like I mentioned, we got a nice little float rig. We got a nice little 1/80th ounce mule jig, a 1-inch slotted peg float, but it does have the hole through so you can use it as a slip float, the bead, and then of course the bobber stop up here. This is a Thill slip float rig. So we got it all squared away on 4-pound high vis Shimano Sienna 1000 Berkeley lightning rod trout ultralight rod. We got lures, we have worms. I just want to catch some fish. I don't care what I catch. So we're gonna cast out here and see what happens. But first we got to get rigged up. We're gonna put a little night crawler on this little mule jig. You just gotta find them, really. I might need to add some split shot to the bottom of my rig. I wasn't anticipating the water to be moving this much. So we'll see if we can get some bites. I might start casting it out where it's shallow, considering. But let's do a few casts here. I don't think my lure is getting down low enough, so I'm gonna put some split shot on real quick. This is a 1/80th ounce jig, so it's not that heavy. And it seems to be staying towards the top. And I only know that because I can see the bobber stop and I don't see it hitting the bottom. So let's hope that I brought the weights. Yes, I do. Awesome. I love this little pro pack because it has a bunch of different sizes. I don't think I need anything too crazy heavy. Let's catch a fish, why don't we? Now that we got that all settled, let's cast her out there. There we go. Wow. There we go. Already got one. That was crazy fast. I knew it. It wasn't getting down far enough. That was insane. Look at that. Just instant. Nice bluegill. Super pumped. Look, it's got some red, some black bands going down it, so that means it's a male. Pumped. Let's get this thing back in the water. Do a nice little release right in here. There it goes. It's gone. Thing hit instantly. Let's cast it right back out there. See what happens. I had a feeling that the lure wasn't getting down. Got a bite. Got another one. Yeah, buddy. It took a while to get this show going, but we're going now. Oh man, this one's nice. Putting up a good fight. A really good fight. Oh yeah. These boys are long. I might measure this one. This boy feels real long. Calm down. Sitting at about 8 inches. Not bad. Not a bad fish. All right, you flopped around a lot and you're covered in stuff. Super sorry about that. We're gonna put you back. Boop. That's number 2. Let's take a look at our bait. Oh, we got snagged up everywhere. Worm's still looking good. Fish are starting to bite. Let's see. See if we can get another one out there. Wow. Nothing. Oh. Some got it right there at the last second. They might have took my worm. Oh, nope. Come on, take it. Don't just play with it. It's dancing. It's dancing. Ooh. It might be tiny. There we go. Got it. Got it. Where you going? Yeah, buddy. This is what I've been missing. Yeah. Whoa. Look at how round this one is and the colors on it, man. So beautiful. All right, calm down. Look at that guy. Oh, dadgummit. Well, you gotta be like that. There we go. Come on, buddy. Don't be all crazy. All right, let's send him back. Boop. They're extra slippery today. We still got worm on it. We're gonna send it right back out there. Let's see where else we can catch them at. There are bass in, oh. There are bass in here too. Got one. Ooh, this one feels good. This one feels really good. What is this? It's way out there. I think it's a bluegill. Yep, it's a bluegill. Ah, there we go. Talk about bite after bite. Look at that. Another one. Another nice one. I'm down. Look at that. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. This one seems a little bit longer than the 8-incher that we caught earlier. Oh no, it's shorter. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's definitely shorter. It's like 7 1/4. I mean 7/8. We're gonna take the whole board so it doesn't fly off, and we're just gonna put them back in. Boop. There we go. Heck yeah, we're finding them now. All right, we got to fix our stuff. Obviously, the weight and the float are all down on the bottom. We don't want that. We're gonna slide her on back up, just like that. Let's see what else is out there. They're biting. They're biting. Ooh, got it. That one basically hooked himself. There we go. Good fight. Gotta avoid these trees in here. There's some branches in here. This one, tiny guy. Tiny guy had the fight of a giant. He's back in the water. Oh, he's got stuck in this mud. Let's get him out of this mud. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. I'm trying to help you. There we go. Another one. Bloop. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little concerned that we weren't gonna catch anything, but catch after catch after catch right now. I just needed to get down a little lower. Let's see. Some of them are like instant, some of them take a little bit. Like this one's taking some time. I might not even have a worm. I didn't even check, to be honest. Oh, that could have been the wind. Got one. Got one. Yes. Ooh, that's a good one. Nice, 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 nice. Good fight. I don't even know what it is. What? A nice bluegill. I love this. I love catching these. See you later. This worm looks like it's toast, so we're gonna give these fish a free meal, and we're gonna try a lure. Pasture Fire. Is this Pasture Fire? Yeah, this is the Pasture Fire. Donkey Tail Jr. It's about the same color as a night crawler. We're gonna keep the same small hook. It seems to be working well. Wonderful Procure crappie panfish magic. Ow, that hook is digging into my skin. Let's give me a little bit more line here and not get all tangled up in this brush. And put it everywhere we can. Get a bit as much coverage. Don't use too much. Don't use too little. Don't be stingy. Don't be greedy. Feed the needy. All right, let's see if this does as well as a night crawler. I think it might, but we'll see. Wow. Yep, already getting hit. And we got one. Yep, see, I say it all the time. The donkey tail just works. That was super fast. About as fast as with the worms. And it's got a big one. Check this boy out. Look at that. Inhaled that thing. Just took it straight down its gullet. Look at that. All right, buddy, we're gonna put you back. All right, sorry about that. Camera decided it wanted to overheat. Funny how that works. Just to get not to get technical on you guys, but I was shooting in 4K just because I like 4K, and already got a bite. Yes. Oh, I lost it. That's what I get for not paying attention. I was shooting in 4K and got one. There we go. Came back for it. And sometimes if it's standing in the light, which it is right now, it's getting hit by the sun. 4K and getting directly hit by the sun does not always mix. So, man, check that guy out. Little guy, good fight. So, they are inhaling this thing. They're eating it a lot deeper than with the worm. Whatever the scent is made out of, Procure, they like it. They like it a lot. But anyways, as I was saying, 4K direct sunlight does not work too well. So lower the settings. You guys aren't going to notice the difference, but I lowered the settings so hopefully it doesn't overheat again. I'm only planning on being out here for 20 more minutes anyway, so we will see. But so far, we're catching fish. Got a hit. I felt that one. Something's taking it down, but not. There we go. There we go. Finally got one to commit. There we go, Big Daddy. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Bluegill City, baby. This one's pale. This one's real pale. Might have been out deep. How did I get you? It's like I snagged you. No, I got you. I got you the right way. There we go. Smallest of the day. We're gonna put him back. Bloop. It's a super nice rig. As you can tell, I can set my, oh, I got the bead stuck. Whoops. I can set my distance or my depth with that bobber stop to whatever I want it to be. And it just gives me the ability to like be a little bit more flexible. The only downside is I have to fish this rig. It's not like there we go. Ooh, come on. They're dancing with it. Just take it. Take it. Come on. There we go. Got one. Got another one. Yeah, buddy. It's not a big one, but it's fighting really good. Oh, actually, not a bad one either. It's a good sized one. I sold it short. It's a nice one. A nice little guy. This will be good catfish bait. We're gonna put him back. Spin move. That Donkey Tail Jr.'s putting in work, baby. Uh-oh, whoops. So look, see that bobber stop went into the eyelets. That's why I like this rod for slip foot fishing, because I can put it as far down as I want to. If I wanted to fish all the way down 15 feet, I could here. That's why I like to use it. But like I was saying, the only downside is you're kind of stuck with it. If you plan on being a little bit more flexible, I do recommend 2 rods. That way you can have one with the float rig on and you can have one without it. Ooh, buddy. There we go. There we go. Nice. Ooh, this one's putting up a good fight. What are you? You're heavy. You are swimming everywhere. Look at that. Are you a big bluegill? Yep, you are a nice fighting bluegill. This is a tank. This is a straight up tank. Look at this guy. Big old head, long body. Man, you might be longer than 8 inches. And if that's the case, let's document it. Here we go. Calm down. Yeah, you're way past 8. You are 8 and 3/4, almost 9. Whoa. Calm down. Calm down. Nice one. They get big in here. Probably why there's not that many bass. This pond does have bass, but they're all pretty small. They're all dinks. I know in the past people have caught some decent bass in here, like some nice 3-4 pounders out of here, but I haven't really seen them much since. Also, I think there's a family of river otters that lives here, and I know they're not helping with the bait fish population. So these bluegill, the river otters, makes it hard for small bass to grow big and strong. Ooh, instant hit. Instant hit. My goodness. Also, there's catfish. This guy's fighting. Oh, speak of the devil. Look at him. Little largy coming up. Not tired of that. He was barely hooked. Look at the colors. That's a beautiful largemouth. Just gorgeous, gorgeous little largy. It's feeding. It's got red on his lips. So let's see if we can get, running out of time. Oh, got one. Yeah, buddy. And I didn't even need to set the hook, to be honest. That's the thing with such a small hook. This is a 1/80th ounce mule jig. It's got like a size 8 hook, maybe? I don't know. Ethan, you're gonna have to keep me honest. But these fish basically hook themselves. Oh my goodness, what did you do? Why? Why are you upside down right now? All right, another beautiful bluegill. I love bluegill fishing. I will never get tired of this. If you can't have fun bluegill fishing, I don't think we could be friends, to be honest. I mean, we'll still be friends, but I will look at you a certain way that lets me know this person just does not fit my vibe of catching fish. Another one. Yo, gosh, that one ripped some drag. Yeah, buddy. It's probably the smallest bluegill too. The tiniest little guy, I'm sure. No, not the tiniest, but he ain't that big. Oh wait, I was wrong. He's actually a decent size. Probably about like another 7-8 incher. Just chilling here. Nice. There we go, another one. This wind is starting to pick up. How much time we got left? Let's see if we can get one more. See, that goes to show you that the action is very important for a soft plastic. The wind is picking up. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I have no idea where my lure just went. I cannot see my float. Oh, now I see the float. There we go. Just gotta reel sometimes to set the hook. Especially when you're using a small hook like this. This one's giving me some good head shakes. Whoa! I was worried he's gonna tie me up in that branch right in front of us. Nice little bluegill. I'm not gonna lie. At first I was a little concerned that the color of this line might cause the fish to not want to bite, but so far it hasn't been a problem. Come on, buddy. Sticky hooks. Very sticky hooks. So far so good. I am liking it. I am loving it. I am wanting some more of it. Got it. Nice one. Oh, this one took me on a run. You're big. If you're a bluegill, you're either really big or just got a lot of fight, because you are dogging me right now. A little bit of both. Nice sized bluegill with a good fight. Hello. Thank you for coming and saying hi. Your beautiful purples and your beautiful colors. Bloop. Let me talk to you face to face for a hot minute real quick. Everything I use will be linked down in the description. Thank you guys for watching. I will catch you guys on the next one. Such a beautiful fish. Super easy to catch these fish. Got another one. Oh gosh. Hey there, thanks for clicking on the video. My name is Ramon, and in this video I'm going to show you a fun little way to catch panfish. Fall time is here. The fish are up shallow, preparing for the winter. So I'm going to show you a quick and easy way so you can have as much fun as possible before the cold weather settles in. First thing we got to do is get rigged up. So this technique is actually pretty fun. It's one of my favorite techniques to catch a lot of fish with. And it's pretty simple. All you need is an ultralight jig head. This is a 1/64 ounce mule jig. This is the purple color. It's one of my favorite ones. And your bait. And I do mean live bait. We don't need a whole worm, so we're gonna pinch a piece off here. And all we're gonna do is thread the worm on a few times like this, but the key is we want it to hang off a little bit, like so. Nothing too crazy, it'll keep it on. Now this technique is pretty straightforward. It's just a jig head with a live bait, in this case a worm. And the reason why I like to use this technique is because it allows me to fish a little faster than if I was using a float, because I can move things around, and it allows the worm to sink naturally. So they're up shallow. Let's see if we can find them. We just got here, haven't pre-fished or anything like that. Haven't even fished this lake in over a month. This pond, I mean. Ooh, thought I had a fish that was a stick. It has been raining on and off for the past few days, so the fish might be a little scattered, but we'll find them. And what I like to do is I just slowly reel it in, keep moving it through the water column. And the jig really makes it so I can cast things out. Now this rod and reel is ultralight. So this is an ultralight rod, this is ultralight reel. I have 4-pound test. And we're just gonna keep casting and see if we can find some fish. Got one. Oh, I had one. And I broke off. Did I break off? Nope, they just took my worm. They robbed me. Well, I found something. Let's get some more worm on here. Just giving it some light twitches here and there. That's what I mean by it lets me fish this faster. There's stuff all on it now. Oh. Got one. Tiny little guy. Little guy. Be good catfish bait. I'm gonna put him back. Still have the worm. Just gonna double thread it again. We don't lose it. Got one. Had one. That must have been tiny. Did they rob me again? Yep. These fish are smart. Got one. Yep. I knew it. It's another one of these little micros. Where are the big ones at, huh? Nice. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Not the biggest, but we're sizing up. There we go. Nice little guy. Super easy. Super fun. This guy is heavy. He is heavier than he looks. We're going to put him back. Let's try in here. Got one. Yep. What are you? Nice little largie. Let's go. Beauty. You beauty. Angry. Little guy. Awesome. Awesome little guy. The cool thing is you can do this from the bank, especially right now. The fish are going to be more shallow. Like I said, they're preparing for the winter. They know, they can feel it. The food is going to be scarce. So they're going to be slightly more aggressive. You can fish a little faster instead of having to resort to the bobber. Leave the bobber to the winter time or the summertime. Right now is the time to be a little bit more aggressive and just casting a jig. I mean, this is so much fun. Like, I'm not sitting here waiting. A lot of people will get bored with the bobber. I like to fish a bobber, but it's not my first choice. And the way I fish it is a little bit more aggressive than most. But I prefer to be like moving, casting, twitching. This is how I like to fish. And it's a fun way to fish. If you are new to fishing or you're just trying to figure out something else to do, if you're new to ultralight, pan fishing, anything like that. So I just launched fishlabs.shop where you can buy some stickers that I designed. They are a limited run. There are 4 up there right now. If you want to support the channel, or if you just want some cool stickers that you can put on your tackle box, your kayak, your car, wherever you want, go ahead and check it out. They are durable, they are vinyl, they are awesome. Go ahead, check it out. Links in the description, fishlabs.shop. You can check it out. Really appreciate it. Got one. Nice. This one feels nice. Another nice one. Not huge, but still bigger than those micros we were catching earlier. Look at that. Nice little male. Good vertical bars on it. Nice. We're going to put him back. Got one. Saw him eat it. That was awesome. Oh, little guy. Careful. Oh, he's back in the water. Oh, no, he's back out of the water. Oh, he's back in the water. Nice little largemouth. I saw him eat it. That was awesome. Got another one. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Rotund. All right, we gotta put the backpack down. This guy really took it down there. There we go. Whoop. Oh no. Another one that don't get a good another one that we don't get a good look at. Oh well, at least he got back off safe. I was able to get the hook out no problem. Just a little bit further than I could reach with my fingers. That's why it's good to have some hemostat pliers on you. You never know. Got another one. Oh gosh. Accidentally a little bit too much mustard on that guy. There we go. Calm down. 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 I mean, it's that easy. Like, look at the colors. Such a beautiful fish. Super easy to catch these fish. We're gonna put this one back. The big ones are starting to come out to play. Got one. Little guy. Come on. Got my line all wrapped around. Aggressive little guy. But hey, he's got some good colors on him. Look at this little guy. Good colors. Nice orange. A little bit of purple in there. We're going to put him back. Oh, missed it. Got him. Little guy. I'll take him all day. Take him all day. It's a good time if you ask me. Looks like the last one we caught, but yeah, it does look just like the last one we caught. Put this one back. Nice. Nice little fighter. Yeah, I found the school. Found the school. What a beauty. Just look at that. So good. Come on. Boop. Got 2 more minutes. That's enough to cast it 1 or 2 more times. They keep biting, why not? Like that. My goodness. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is the big one we've been looking for. Look at this guy. Oh, he swallowed it. Look at that. It's down there. Check this guy out. Huge. Just like massive bluegill. This is like one of them big old bulls that you like dream about. If you like going for panfish, this is what you do it for. All right, guys. We're going to put this one back. All right, like I said, super fun, super simple technique. Makes it so that you can catch fish anywhere, especially right now in the fall while the fish are shallow. Go ahead, get yourself some worms, get yourself some jigs. I'll link everything down in the description below. And of course, this technique works with plastics. So if you want to see what I recommend, go ahead and click this video right here. Happy fishing and God bless. That's what you like to see. A nice stuck largemouth bass, just like that. Hey there, thanks for clicking on the video. My name is Ramon, and in this video, I'm gonna show you a fast way to catch fish. So it's fall time, the leaves are changing, the wind's blowing, the fish are feeding, they're aggressive, they're getting ready for the winter time. So right now is the time to be out there catching fish. Now you might not have that much time to catch fish like me. I work a job, I have a family, I usually get an hour a week to come out and fish, so I wanna find as much fish as possible, as fast as possible. So I'm gonna show you how to do that. First thing we gotta do is get rigged up. Now here's what we're using to catch fish. It is a jig spinner with a jig and a plastic. Specifically, everything from mule fishing. The Bronco blade, the mule jig, and the mule minnow. And the reason why I like to use this specifically around this time is because it lets me cover water quickly. So these fish are gonna be moving, they're gonna be feeding. So what I like to do is just cast it and run with it. And I'll just reel it in at a steady pace to start and see if I could trigger a fish somewhere. I'll start up shallow and I'll start moving back. The other reason why I like this rig is because it's got a little bit more weight than your standard mule jig on its own. The jig spinner, the Bronco blade, gives it a little bit more size and allows it easier to cast in the fall time when the wind's blowing like it is today. Oh, I just got hit. Got the first hit. There was a bass too, I saw it. I saw him in the water take a little swipe at it at the last minute. Got one. Yep. Nice. A nice red ear. What a beauty of a shell cracker. Look at this thing. It's a nice long one. Calm down, buddy. Oh! He fell off and fell back in the water. Let me help you back. He's back. There's one. We got a good look and then he jumped off. He did the old skedaddle. Another reason why I like to use a jig spinner, specifically during this time, is because fish are aggressively feeding on bait fish. And a jig spinner will look like a bait ball, a small little bait ball, and cause aggressive fish to bite more. Give me those opportunities to quickly find a fish. I've been here less than 10 minutes and I already caught that one fish. Oh, I had another bite. That must have been tiny. They seem to be hiding underneath this algae or whatever this is, this green stuff. Another reason why I like to use this jig spinner is like you saw right there. It's not truly a weedless bait. Some will say it is. It will still get hung up, but it's weedless enough that as I run it through all this leaves and debris and stuff like that, and even over logs and branches, I'm confident I have a decent chance of getting it back. Let's see if we can get one more out of here before we decide to make a move. Oh, got one. That feels like a bass. Oh gosh, he's fighting. He's a good fighter. He's jumping too. Yep, largemouth bass this time. Got him good too. Stuck him. Stuck him right there. That's what you like to see. A nice stuck largemouth bass just like that. You cannot get it better. There we go. Got him nice and unstuck. Little quarter pounder. We're gonna put him back. So I just launched fishlabs.shop where you can buy some stickers that I designed. They are a limited run. There are 4 up there right now. If you want to support the channel, or if you just want some cool stickers that you can put on your tackle box, your kayak, your car, wherever you want, go ahead and check it out. They are durable, they are vinyl, they are awesome. Go ahead, check it out. Links in the description. Fishlabs.shop. You can check it out. Really appreciate it. Now I know someone's gonna ask, can I use any jig spinner? Because Eagle Claw makes some very affordable ones. There are other brands that make jig spinners, and technically, yeah, you can. The only thing I will say is, and I've tested out a lot of jig spinners, the Bronco blade is probably the easiest to make run. So it doesn't matter the jig size. Like, this is a 1/64 ounce jig, and all I'm doing is barely, look how slowly I'm reeling my reel. And it's already spinning. I can feel the vibrations. You might even be able to see it in the tip of my rod, but it is vibrating, and it is a slow reel. All I've been doing lately to catch these fish is just reeling it in, maybe pause it every now and again or slow it down. But all I'm doing is like a nice steady retrieve, might pause it and let it sink and flutter down a little bit. But there's no real like rhyme or reason. Whoa, that's a big turtle. I don't want it to eat that. That thing is huge. I do not want to lose my lure to that. The turtles in here are a menace. When I tell you they are a menace, I have lost so many lures to the turtles around here. You can see that thing. That thing is so big. Like I said, the beauty of this is like you can just cast and reel. And if you don't get a bite after a few casts, just keep it moving. Either the fish aren't there or the fish don't want it. But there's no need to waste your time in one spot. I keep hitting these daggum trees above me. One little thing, if you get like a pine needle on it, just reel it in. It's not going to swim right. It's not going to spin right. It's best just to reel it all the way in and cast it again. Just like with any other lure, the presentation is somewhat important. So you got to make sure that you are being mindful if your lure has grass on it or pine needles or something like that on it that could be impacting its action. Got one. There we go. Nice largie. Another nice little largie. Skinny guy. Skinny guy, but good looking. Good looking. Gonna give it a nice little toss back. Boom. In terms of color profile, for my water, there's a lot of pine needles, and it's always usually tained like this. It's always usually stained. For my water, the color that I like to use in terms of like a jig spinner is gold, mainly because the water is usually stained like this sweet tea color that you see in front of us. It's not exactly clear, but it's clear enough for the fish. I just feel like the gold stands out a little bit better, especially if it gets overcast, like has been on and off today. So a gold blade is usually good to go. You can use a silver. I've used silver, but gold is my favorite. If you have clear water, silver would be your best bet. If you have really dark murky water, probably a high vis chartreuse would help. Nice. This feels good. Nice one. Another nice largie. Oh no, this is a huge bluegill. I did not know they got this big in here. I thought it was a little dinky largemouth. Nope. Big old bluey. What a monster. That's a nice one. It was way out deep. Man, it's cold. All right, I'm gonna try and toss it in as close as I can. Oh, there we go. Seems like the fish are all sitting over here. I thought they would have been over there where I started by that bench, but no, I've caught more over, well, not more, the same amount over here than I was over there in a shorter amount of time. Another one. This is a little dinky guy. A little fish stick. A little fish stick. Nice little dinky guy. We're gonna put him back. Alright, and that's all we have time for today. Everything I use will be in the description down below. Check this thing out. It's a great way to find fish fast. Happy fishing. God bless. Like that. That is what you want to catch. That right there. Hey there, thanks for clicking on the video. My name is Ramon. And in this video, I'm going to show you the easiest way to catch a ton of panfish. So if you're like me and you want to be out on the water and just catch anything that is willing to bite, I'm going to show you the best way to do that. And it's super simple, it's super easy. You only really need 3 things besides your rod, your reel, and some fishing line. And I'm going to show you what that is. So the first thing you're going to need is your hook. Now this is your basic Aberdeen hook, your bait holder hook. This is perfect for our applications. Like I said, we're targeting panfish. So bluegill, small largemouth bass, small crappie, things like that. Something that can bite this is going to be small, but it's still going to be fun to catch on an ultralight setup. The second thing you're going to need is a float. This is the Mule Fishing peg float. It's a solid peg float, so it has a little slot that you can put in here, and this peg keeps it in place. You can also use it as a slip float if you need to, but any kind of float will work. This is the ones that I like to use, but you can use easy trout magnets, you can use weighted floats, you can even use those old-fashioned red and white bobbers. Those work well as well. And the last thing you're going to need is live bait. This is a Squirm Shack. It's just a bait holder, but it has your basic screw top, keeps your worms fresh. So I'm using night crawlers, and these worms are actually kind of on their last legs. I've had these worms for quite a bit, but all I'm going to do is thread it a few times, and they should work for what we need to do today. There's several ways you can rig a worm. You can thread it all the way through. What I like to do is hook it a few times and leave a little bit hanging off at the end. You got your bobber, you got your hook, you got your bait on the hook. All you have to do is find the fish. And this is how you catch fish, and a lot of fish, and actually really quickly, is using this method here, because if there are fish around that want to eat, they will eat this. So all you have to do is take it and you cast it out where you think fish will be, and you give it a minute. And if there's a fish there, after like 5 to 10 seconds, your bobber will start to drop. If it doesn't drop in the first 5 to 10 seconds, just reel it in a little bit and let it sit again. And you continue to do that. Next 5 to 10 seconds, you reel it in. Now there's a bit more current than I was expecting, so I might need to put a split shot to get it down. But we're going to try it like this, see what happens. So we'll actually see how long it actually takes us to get into a fish. Normally the fish usually hidden by now, but now I'm thinking because of this current, my worm might not be getting down. Nope. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I think I need some split shot. I think this current is keeping the worm from getting down as far as it needs to. Now the fourth and optional thing is, of course, some split shot. I don't always use it. Sometimes I have it on me. I mean, I usually have it on me, but sometimes I don't use it just because I don't feel like I need it. Today, I think I do with the current, the way things are moving. I feel like the worm is not getting down to the depth that I want it to. So we're going to slap that on right here. Alright, so I just like to attach it just a little bit above the worm. Usually between the float and the worm is fine. Closer to the worm than the float though. So let's see if this helps get our worm down to where the fish are and get them biting. See, now my bobber is sitting perfectly up and down. I can see the peg. Before it was kind of sitting a little sideways, and that's kind of what you want. You don't always need the split shot, but it does help get it down to where it needs to be. And in my case, with this wind blowing, the worm is now down below and is where it needs to be. What else the split shot does is it allows me to cast it out a little further. So I can throw it way out there, just in case the fish are like on the edge. Oh, oh, oh. Ah, almost had one. Got one. There we go. Took a minute, but we finally got one. Calm down, buddy. Calm down. Look at that. What a beauty. We're gonna put him back. Boop. Little guy took our worm. That's the only downside to this technique, is sometimes you're just gonna have to keep putting more and more worms on. That was one. Only took us about 10 minutes to find it, but we found it. Let's see if we can catch some more. I went with a little bit more worm this time. Maybe a bigger worm will attract fish a little bit better. Oh, come on, come on. Got one. Little guy. Listen, I didn't say we were gonna catch bigs. I just said we were gonna catch a lot. Little candy. Put this on the hook, probably catch something bigger. Oh, oh, oh. Got one. Oh, had one. What was that? Do I still have it? No. Do I still have my worm? Yes. Looks like they're waking up. Try that cast again. Oh, not exactly, but we'll see. We'll see how wide. It was more in front of me, to the left of where I just casted, but maybe we can still catch one. Yep, 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 yep. Like that. Like that, baby. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Bigger. Bigger. Nice. Check that guy out. What a beauty. I'm gonna put him back. Oh yeah. More worm. I think that's what we're learning from this. We need more worm. I only had like a small piece of worm earlier, probably about this much. So I had like a smaller profile out in the water, and this water is really dark right now. It looks like it rained, I don't know, a bunch of stuff got knocked into the water. But whatever it is, having a bigger worm on there is causing me to get more bites. And we've had a smaller fish and a larger fish, but regardless, it seems to be working. Another little guy. Listen, I will take fish like this all day. This is so much fun. Put him back. Nice one. That's a nice one. Oh, yeah. I think this is the biggest of the day. No, it's not. But man, is it fighting good. What a beauty. That's a beauty of a bluegill. Oh, he's flopping. Calm down, buddy. What a beauty. We're going to put him back. Cute guy. A little bit about the rod and reel. The reel is a 13 Fishing Source K. It's a really affordable, budget-friendly reel. It's a 1000 size. I have 4-pound copolymer on here. And the rod is a 13 fishing rod. It's a Defy Silver. It's an ultralight. It's a 6.6. It's more of a stiffer ultralight. I don't know. I would say an ultralight to light, but it's still fun to cast ultralight lures. I can cast this pretty easily. I've cast minnow jigs on this before. So that's the setup. Everything I'm using will be linked in the description down below. Another one. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Oh, he came off. I was horsing around too much. There we go. Ah. Got one. There we go. Came back for it. Came back for it. Nice. Calm down, buddy. You're getting all tangled up. He's angry. He's angry. Little largy. That's the first largemouth bass we got today. He tangled himself up and then untangled himself. So kind. What a gentleman. Look at that little cute guy. We're gonna put him back. Bleep. We got a little bit of worm left. And a little bit of time left. We had a little bit of worm left. Now we have a lot of leaf. Okay, we still got the worm. Alright, let's see if we can untangle ourselves here real quick. Yep. Alright, we got some worm left. Let's see if we can keep getting some bites here. We got maybe like a couple more minutes before we have to get going back. Come on. Quit playing with it, just take it. Got him. Oh gosh, I got myself stuck in the tree. Little guy. I'm gonna put this one back. Still got some worm. We'll keep fishing it till we can't no more. Seems like the depth might have made a big difference. That's one of the things you want to do when you're fishing a float rig like this is play around with the depth. Get that bait lower, get it higher, see where fish are sitting. See if you can get them to bite. Just because you're fishing with worms doesn't mean it's a guaranteed bite every time. Sometimes you gotta mess around with it. Oh, what is this? Oh, a branch. Wouldn't be me without catching a branch. Come on. For a second I thought I had a turtle. That would have been fun, but nope, just a branch. Got one. Oh man, this one's nice. This one's real nice. Are we gonna end it on a high note? Yes, we are. Yes. Check this guy out. What a tank of a bluegill. Just look at him. My goodness. Like that is what you want to catch. That right there. There is nothing better than that. I think you're going to get a proper send-off. Alright, and it is that easy. All you need is a bobber, a hook, and some live bait, and you're gonna be catching a ton of fish super fast. If you enjoy content like this, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Everything I use will be in the description down below. Happy fishing, and God bless. That's how fast it works. It's a nice little lure. Hey there, thanks for clicking on the video. My name is Ramon, and in this video, I'm gonna show you what I throw in heavy pressured ponds to catch fish. We're gonna come up to the first spot where you're gonna try and fish. Water is still slightly elevated, but we should be able to get something, right? I made a video on how easy it is to fish this lure, so I'm not doing anything too crazy. And if you fished a Texas rig before, you can definitely fish this thing because it's a lot easier than that. All I'm gonna start with is literally tossing it out and like reeling it in, targeting those potentially aggressive fish. And if that doesn't work after a few casts, I'll start slow rolling it. I'll start hopping it off the bottom. Like this. I'll give it a little pop, let it sink down on the bottom. Some more pops. I can even drag it along the bottom, but I wouldn't do it at this pond because there's always like snags on the bottom. It is a chilly fall day too. It's like in the 50s right now. The highs will be in the 60s today. So the fish might be a little lethargic. So we'll try and see if we can find them. Alright, we're not going to spend too much time over here. Let's try where all that algae and green stuff is. Oh. Got one. Yep. Nice. Nice. He inhaled that thing too. Check that out. First one. Calm down, buddy. Calm down. Just stuck him right in the mouth. That's how fast it works. It's a nice little lure. We're gonna put him back. All right, that first fish came in like, what, less than 10 minutes? Let's see if we can get another one. I'm just popping it just like a Texas rig. Uh-oh. Whoa! That thing came at me so fast. I had a bite and I set the hook. That thing shot right at me. So one of the reasons why I prefer this over, say, your regular stick bait like a wacky rig or a Texas rig, specifically in like highly pressured ponds like this one, is because it's a new look. Everyone is throwing stick baits around here. Everyone's throwing a wacky rig, a Texas rig, what have you, with their Senkos, and it's just a different look, something that the fish might not be used to seeing, specifically with this lure because of its action and its movement. That's why I like to use the donkey tail when I'm going bass fishing in a highly pressured pond. It's a smaller profile, it's a bait fish profile, so it's something that they are actively targeting, specifically in the fall when they're feeding on bait fish, getting ready for the winter time. We're gonna do a few more casts here before we head on over to a different spot. Again, we're gonna cast into this green stuff. That's where that last one came out of. Let's see if they're following it. Got one. Little dinky. Yeah, buddy. He's angry. He's angry. Calm down, buddy. We'll get you free. There we go. Little dink. Ooh, he is warm. He's really warm. I'm gonna put him back. So just like with a wacky rig or a Texas rig, you're gonna catch numbers with this lure. It's just a different profile. That's plain and simple. You're actually going to catch bigger fish too. It's just that lately, I've only been catching dink. I got the dink virus or something. I got dinkitis because I haven't been able to catch a big fish in a few months actually. So hopefully that all changes here pretty soon and we can catch a big one. Oh, this is not ideal. Oh, jeez. How I got that back, I have no idea. That is truly the work of the Lord, because I was tangled in every single one of these trees with an exposed hook. My goodness. Thank you, Lord, for letting me get that one back. Now, I'm not saying I'll give up the wacky rig, I'll give up the Texas rig. I love the wacky rig. I love a Texas rig. But I know a spot like this gets hit up dozens of times a week. And it's not a big pond. And they see that lure over and over and over again. And this just gives them a different look. I'll probably still use it in other places. I love a wacky rig. I will toss that thing out all day, every day on a big lake. But on a small pond like this that I know gets hit frequently, I'll throw out this lure because it's not as popular, it's not as frequently used. It's just gonna give me a better chance to hook up with the fish. And if you're a new angler, this lure is perfect for you. Super easy to use. You just toss it out, you can just reel it in, you pop it off the bottom a few times. It's doing what it needs to do. All you gotta do is throw it out there. And if there's a fish around, it'll bite it. Got one. There we go. Another little dink. Oh no. Well, he made it right back in. Quick release. That's number 3. 3 in less than an hour. That's not bad. Oh. Dadgum. They must be tiny. That must be what's going on. They must be the tiniest fish. Got one. Nope, I got a stick. That's what I got. Dadgummit. Alright, well, at least I got off the stick. Oh, this is new. Got one. There we go. Oh no. He came off. You're joking. What a bummer. That's all we got time for today. Hopefully I've given you a new lure to try out. Everything will be linked in the description down below. Happy fishing and God bless. In this video, I'm going to show you how I bank fish a new spot on a big lake. So today the plan is pretty simple. We have a little bit of extra time, so we're going to hit up the lake. We're going to fish it from the bank because we don't have that much time to dump the kayak in, but we have a little bit of time to explore a new area. So that's what we're going to do. All right, so here's the area we're going to be fishing. I'm just going to make my way around the bank, see what we get into. Hopefully we catch some fish. I've never been here before. We are actually going to start with the Bronco blade. I'm not sure how shallow or how deep it is, but you can see the dam over there. I've been wanting to come to this spot for quite some time. I could actually see how shallow it is right in front of me, but that doesn't mean there aren't any fish in here. Let's see what happens. Now, I've never fished on this side before. I've had this on my map since I moved here to come and check this place out, but I never really got the opportunity. Today I just happened to have a little bit of extra time, so I figure why not come out. Not sure what we're gonna catch or if we're even gonna catch, but we're gonna give it a solid try. You never know. We are throwing this on a TFO panfish and trout, the original panfishing trout, or trout and panfish rod, with a Shimano Nasi 100 or 1000, some braid, 8-pound braid, and a 6-pound fluorocarbon leader. These waves are really picking up. We're gonna keep it moving, see if we can find another spot. I do have some worms and some split shot if I decide to go that route. But I want to throw this around a little bit before I kind of switch to live bait. The bass boats are out in force. I might start heading to where that point is over there to see if we can get a bite or two. Oh, this is probably not a good idea to cast from here, but we'll do a couple. You never know. There might be something out here. Oh, whoa. Whoa, that definitely felt like fish. That was definitely fish. Oh. Yeah, that's something hitting it. That's definitely something hitting it. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I was just going to leave this spot, but now that I've gotten a few hits, I'm going to try this cast one last time. Just cast and let it sit. See, that's a fish. Yeah, those are fish. Those are definitely fish. It's like da 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 da. So I'm gonna put a float on. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep the workhorse jig on, but I do want to switch to live bait and see if that'll get me a bite. Cause by golly, they're out there. I found them. Oh, we've had bites. Let's catch fish. Dadgummit. That was a terrible cast. This wind is killing me. Do a little sidearm action then. There we go. Oh. I think I do have one. Yes. Finally. Don't lose it. Oh, I knew it. They're tiny bluegill. Oh no, they're not bluegill. This is a pumpkin seed? Oh man. What a beauty. Look at the colors. But he is a tiny guy. Oh, don't worry. I got you. I got you. We're going to get you back in the water. No wonder they weren't hitting the mule minnow. They were too small. Here he is. Little itty bitty. I don't think this is a pumpkin seed. I think this is actually a reddy or a shell cracker. He has green, but he doesn't have like the deep streaks like a green sunfish does. I could be wrong. You can correct me. There he goes. Finally. I knew there was something out there. Let's see what else. Let's see if we can size up or if they're all just little itty bitties. Let's not do that cast again. Goodness. That was terrible. Got another one. Yep. Yeah, buddy. Little guy, slightly bigger. This is your grade A standard bluegill. There we go. This is like some bluegill candy, some catfish bass candy. I'll put him back. Bloop. Got one. Oh, that one's nicer. It's not huge, but it is nicer. Oh, he's a fatty. Look at how big and fat he is, man. It's not that hard to come out and find fish at a new spot. You just got to be willing to move around, experiment, and, you know, practice a little bit of, you know, humility, I guess. Being okay with not catching fish and stuff. But we're going to put this guy back in the water. There he goes. And we still have some worm. Let's keep at it. In these conditions, now that I know where the fish are, when I come here next time, I can start experimenting with more soft plastics. Like, I know that there's a drop off out there that the fish seem to be staging on. Like, it's visible to me. I can see it. I don't know if you can see it, but I can see it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Got another one. Yep. This one's nice. Putting up a decent fight. What are you? Another bluegill. We're sizing up. We are definitely sizing up. How did you eat this? And I mean, it's not the biggest bluegill, but it is nice. We're catching them. Killing me. They are killing me. They're taking me for my lunch. They're out there for sure. Thought I saw the bobber dropping. Got one. Ooh, you're nice. You're nice. Yeah, buddy. Fighter. Long. Not round, but long. These fish are really long. There we go. Nice little bluegill. Whoop. Back in the water he went. He mangled up the worm. Should we try and get one more? Come on. Got another one. Yep. Yeah, buddy. Keep pressure, keep pressure. Little guy, man, he's so angry. Every single spine is up. I don't know why you hit it upside down, but you did. Look at this little guy. I love this. And that's it. That's how I fish a bank at a new spot at a lake. It's super easy. Bring a bunch of lures, bring some live bait, walk around, and you'll end up catching some fish. Even if it's not your target fish, you'll catch something. And that's always fun for me. Everything I use will be linked down below. Happy fishing, and God bless. Look at that. What a beauty. Another one. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, this is nice. This is real nice. So the weather has changed drastically. It's fall, and we're gonna do some fall ultralight fishing here. For anything that bites, the plan is pretty simple. We got the ultralight. We're rigged and ready to go. We got some live bait that we're gonna be using, and we got a pond right here. So we got an hour. Let's see what we can catch. Alrighty, let's get in here. Get ourselves all set up. Let's get on out here and see if there's some fishies. Like I said, it's been nice and cold, and for the past couple days it's actually warm before. We're sitting at 85 degrees, 80 degrees the day before the cold front. Got one. Yep. Oh, did I lose him? Yes, I did. Daggum. At least we got a bite. First cast, got a bite. Key is to not get snagged. But now it's like 50 degrees. Got one. Yep. Don't let it pressure. Ah! Again? Man. They're hitting it, and they're taking it too. This is the same setup I was using in my last video. TFO trout panfish rod, Shimano Nasi, Daiwa J braid, 8-pound braid, and a 6-pound fluorocarbon leader. This is probably, for me anyways, one of the most difficult times to fish because it's cold, my hands are cold, and the fish are trying to figure out where they're going to be. Some are transitioning, some are already in their cold water spots. Some still have no idea what they should be doing, so it's really just a finding game right now. So my first few casts were a little bit closer to the bank, and that's where I got some bites, and unfortunately they came off, so I'm casting a little bit further out and seeing if I can get a bite or two. And I'm not letting this worm sit for too long, probably like 10 to 15 seconds, and then I reel it in. And I let it sit a little bit more, 10 to 15 seconds. And then I'll reel it in. But I know I got some bites closer to the bank, closer to where the trees are, so I'll probably cast there again and see if I can get whatever is biting over there to actually get pinned. Got one. Ooh, this one's nice. Come on. Yep, big fatty. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, don't want to get stuck in these trees. Heck yes. Check out this bad boy. What a beauty. What a beauty. It's that easy. That's how you can find them. Just have to go where the fish are and test a few things out. We're going to put this guy back. Alright, that was one. Let's see if it's a school or if it was a fluke. Another one. Oh, yes. My goodness. Oh, this is one of those cool colored bluegills. Let's It's got almost like a white perch color to it. That's number 2. Number 2, and these fish are feeling so cold. We're gonna put them back. I've always said how fun it would be to get a kayak in here because it gets really deep. We've tested the water before here with a deeper, and basically out in the middle of this section here is where it gets its deepest, and it's like 15 to 20 feet deep. And this is when, this type of weather is when I like to use a float rig, because sometimes the fish need just a few more seconds for that lure to sit in front of their face, or that worm to sit in front of their face. Just having that worm, or if you're using like a Berkeley Gulp minnow or a soft plastic with some scent on it, having it sit in front of their face for a little bit when this cold water starts to change is a huge help. So this is when I like to use a float rig, whether it's a slip float rig or like a slotted peg float like I have right now. It's a huge help to not only finding the fish, but actually catching the fish too. The water is so high. I actually can't believe how high the water is right now. I haven't seen the water flowing like this in so long. Normally I can step out all the way out there. Got one. Oh, nice fighter. Just had to let him hook himself. Little guy. Nice vibrant colors though. What a beaut. Had to let him hook himself. Calm down, buddy. There we go. Nice little bluegill. I'm gonna put him back. I'm gonna keep working this worm. Another one. Keep the pin on him, keep the pin on him, keep the pin. Don't let it go. Don't let it go. Man, this guy's taking me out deep. Deep. Nice. Another one of these like pale blue colored ones. These are so cool to me. Like the color pattern is so different. Ooh, this guy has been through some stuff. I'm gonna get you out there quickly. Fresh new worm. There we go. Come on. Ah. Oh. Got him. Got him. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Nice. Nice chunk. Nice chunk. Long guy. Hello. Got him. Another guy. Look at him. Row, 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 row. Put him back. There we go. We might have found a school. A new school. Boom. I love catching panfish. It's so much fun. You can come to almost any body of water and catch fish. When you got an ultralight set up, a float, some live bait, you're going to be catching fish. It's such a good time. Ooh, I just got a hit. I just got a hit. And we got a biter. We got one. Oh, he lost it. Dadgummit. I was asleep at the wheel. This is where a slip float might be a little bit more appropriate. I got a peg float on with the slot in. Right now I'm using the slot and not a slip float, like a slip float bobber. And it's making it harder to adjust. There we go. Ah! Dadgummit. That's the third time. And this time I did lose the worm. Alright. We're running out of time, but we still got plenty of worms. Alright, I'm gonna use this little piece right here that's hanging out in here. No? Not a hit. Let's reel a little bit. Big old leaf just fell down. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, this is nice. This is real nice. What is it? I'm gonna laugh if it's a turtle. I'm gonna laugh if it's a turtle. It might be a turtle. Whatever it is feels huge. Did I just get a carp? No way. Oh, whoa. That's a nice sized bass. Come here, buddy. Come here. Check this guy out. I haven't caught a fish this big here in forever. Look at that. What a beauty. My goodness. This is a solid like pound and a half. That guy was pinned. Alright, you know what? Since you were such a good sport, we're going to send you with the worm. But we're also going to give you a good release. I'm going to grab you right here. Let you get your bearings a little bit. There he goes. Oh, yes. I don't think we're going to be able to top that guy, and we're out of time. So on that guy, we're going to call it. Everything I use will be linked in the description down below. Happy fishing, and God bless. Just look at this guy. What a chunker. Today, we're keeping it very simple. We got the ultralight. We got the pond behind us. We have some lures, we have some worms. We'll see what they end up catching. Let's get into it. Alrighty. Let's crack this bad boy open. We're gonna start with some gulp minnows. I've had these for almost 2 years now, and they still get the job done. Put that there for now, right next to the scent. Hopefully it don't leak. And we're just gonna rig it on this little Aberdeen hook here. Super easy. Just push it, thread it, try and keep it centered, and then right around there, I feel like is a good spot. Yep, just like that. So here's the rig. Little minnow on an Aberdeen hook, size 4 I believe, or size 6, and then a little drop shot weight. This is a 1/16 ounce drop shot weight, so it should be pretty easy to cast, especially in this wind. Oh man, you can see we had a bunch of rain come in the other day, and you can see that it just pushed all this stuff into the water. I was here actually the other day fishing a jig, and I got some bites, but nothing actually connected, so I'm hoping something with scent, a little smaller, a little drop shot weight might help. The goal is to just keep it off the bottom, which is why I went with the micro drop shot. There we go. Oh man, I just got it snagged in this tree here. Let's see if I can get my stuff back. I would hate to already break off on my... Yep. So I'm having to call an audible because I forgot my tackle box that has all of my ultralight tackle in it. So I found this jig in the jig box, and we're going to use this in place of an Aberdeen hook. I got to figure out something for the weight. I still want to fish a drop shot because I really feel like that's what's going to work. So we'll figure something out here. Okay. For my weight, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tie on this pinch on sinker and hope for the best. Alright. We are re-rigged. Let's try not to have any more snags, which I'm sure will happen. We're dealing with an open hook. So we're going to try a little bit further out there this time. I wish I could tell you what weight it is. Oh, it would be easier if you guys could see, huh? Come on. Got one. Yep. Nice one. What are you? Little bluegill? I'll take you. Yeah, big dog. There we go. Nice little guy on the ultralight. We're gonna put him back. Got one. Yep. Nice one. Little bluegill again. Surprise me. Heyo. Another one of these little guys. Whoa! He fell off. Alright. This little guy. Little wily one. We're gonna put him back. Oh, I missed it. Come on. Got one. Yep. Nice. Don't lose the pin. It's probably a little bluegill, but we'll take him. No, this is a decent sized bluegill. Yeah, buddy. Check this guy out. What a beauty. I didn't know they got this big here. Take one last good look at you. Nice one. Probably 8 inches. Put him back. It's been slow going. That's number 3. It has been slow, but we're catching them. And the setup's working. Like I said, it's not ideal. It's just a pinch on sinker with the mule jig. Now I would run a mule jig normally. I'm not against running a mule jig for a drop shot rig, but it's the weight that for me can make or break it. And you can do this. I've done this before. I'm doing it now. But a drop shot weight is usually a little bit easier because you know how much weight you're casting out. You know how far you can cast that out. We're going to cast it right back out there. See if we can get another bite. Oop. Got one. This one's nice. Oh, baby, are you a crappie? No, you're just a big bluegill. Where are all these big bluegill coming from? They didn't used to be here. I mean, not that I'm complaining. But look at this guy. What a whopper. Look at this guy. Beautiful lines. Nice. We're going to put him back. Oh. I lose my... Yep, I lost my plastic. Dadgum. Okay. That's no problem for me. I can just grab another one. I'm just happy I'm finding them. Whoa, no, dadgummit. That's the downside to these jars. You end up getting this stuff all over you. And it's not the most unpleasant smell, but it's definitely not a pleasant smell, you know what I'm saying? They're out there. They are out there and they are biting. Yes. Goodness. Just donkey after donkey. I haven't had this much success in so long. Calm down, buddy. Just look at this guy. What a chunker. Big enough you can lip him, baby. We're gonna put him back. That's all we got time for today. Everything I use will be in the description down below. Happy fishing and God bless. Take a look at this guy. What a beauty. That's how easy it is. Hey there, thanks for clicking on the video. In this video, I'm gonna show you 2 techniques that you need to be using this winter to make sure you are catching fish. Got one. Yep. Now, in most of the country, the temperature has dropped. That means the fish have basically become dormant. Everything you were doing in the fall is probably not working. In some places still might be working. In some places you might even have ice. If you don't have ice, this is something you can do to make sure you catch fish. Now, I just had a cold front come through after like a nice little warming spell that we had here in North Carolina. The temperatures were up into the 70s for a solid week, and then we had a rainstorm come in with the cold front and it dropped them down to the 30s and 40s. It's only 2 days after the temperatures have dropped, so that means all the fish are either scattered or dormant or down low. Who knows? But I'm going to show you 2 techniques that's going to make it easy for you to find those fish. Now, what we're going to do is start with a micro drop shot. So all you need is a micro drop shot weight, a small hook. This is a 1/80th ounce mule jig. I intentionally chose a small guy because today we're trying to catch anything, big fish, small fish, whatever the pond and the Lord wants to give us. That is what we're going to be trying to catch. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure we're using live bait. So this is my squirm shack. I like to put my worms in here because it insulates them, helps them last longer. You can see them right there. They're still wriggling. I've had this thing in here for over a month. This holds about 1 container of worms, so it'll last a long time. You put them in here, you keep them in your fridge, you keep them, you know, in a cool place, and it'll double insulate them. It'll protect them to last longer. The reason why we are using live bait is because, like I said, I don't know where the fish are. It's been a while since I've hit this body of water. The temperature has changed, so who knows? They could be shallow, they could be out deep, they could be somewhere in between, but this is going to help me narrow that down. Live bait is going to increase our chances of catching a fish, and that's why we're here. So the key to fishing a drop shot is to have some tension in your line. So you can see right now, you can see my line is not on top of the water. The reason why you want to make sure you're doing that is because the purpose of a drop shot, micro drop shot, is to keep the weight on the bottom and your lure off of the bottom. So all I do is I cast it out there, I let it hit the bottom, and then I lift my rod up a little bit, keep my line tight, and keep my line off the water. So if something does hit it, I'll either see my line moving, or I'll see the twitch in the line, or I'll feel it in the rod. But also, more importantly, it's going to keep that worm off of the bottom. And you'll feel a little bit of tension, and that's usually your weight getting not snagged, but like bumping up against something, and that's kind of where you want to sit. Got one. Oh, missed them. Oh man, someone got away with free lunch. That's all right. We finally got a bite though. That's a good sign. Oh. Okay. Right here. Very close. Very close. Right here, huh? Do a small little pitch again. Got one. Oh, it's a largie. Let's go. All right, so that's the first one that we caught. We still have the worm. We're just going to give him a nice little release into the water. Wrong way. There we go. Turn himself around. 3 total bites. One of those a catch. Still haven't quite gotten the pattern down. But we're going to give this technique another like 10 more minutes before we switch to the other one. Again, this technique is all about keeping tension on the line, keeping it a little tight, keeping contact with the bottom with the weight, not with your lure, or in my case, the worm. So we're just gonna keep at it, slowly working it back, letting it sit. I'm letting it sit for about like 10 to 15 seconds before I decide to move it. You can let it sit longer, but I'm trying to fish a little fast. All right, it's been a few casts. What that's telling me is the fish aren't really on the bottom. And if they are, they're not hungry. So after this one, oh, come on, come on, got one. Yep. Oh, I spoke too soon. Nice little bluegill. All right, check out that guy. We're gonna put him back. He's freezing. All right, that told me a lot. Just when I was about to switch up. Now, let's see if that was a fluke or something we can actually bank on. So I'm gonna cast it right back where I was. So it's right about there. I'm just gonna let it sink to the bottom. First one was a bass. Second catch is a bluegill. I was honestly about to just work this in and set up the other technique, but now let's see if it was a fluke. There we go. Nope. Come on. Whatever's hitting it is small. Oh, another one. Come on, commit. Got one. Finally. Oh, it's a nice one. Yep. There we go. Here's number 3. A little longer. I think it's a female. I don't see any of the bands going up and down it. We're gonna put her back. There she goes. She's just burying herself right here. That's so cool. She's finally deciding to swim off. Let's see where she goes. She's hanging out right there. And now I can't see her. The water clarity's gotten so bad that I can't see her now. Should we try one more before we switch? I really want to show you guys the other technique. But this one's working right now and I don't want to take it off. I've been fishing this entire area for the past like 30-40 minutes trying to find some fish, and now that I found them and now that I'm getting bites, I don't want to give it up. Oh, got one. This one's nice. Was nice. Choked it. This one choked it. It's heavy. You're dense. They're definitely feeding. Look at that. Nice thick boy. Let's get you free. There we go. Another one. Down to the bottom. This one piece of worm's been putting in work for us. Alrighty, the second setup is a little bit more involved. It is a slip float rig. So you see the float right here. It's got the bead on top. The float can move freely until it hits this bobber stop right here. I do have a split shot weight on there to help get this down to the bottom faster, but essentially this is the alternative, or the opposite. Instead of suspending it from the bottom up, you're suspending it from the top down, and you have a strike indicator at the top or a float. The only difference is this bobber stop allows you to adjust and go as far or as little as you need to. In this case, we're going to start at a relatively decent length. And the reason I like this is because you can just reel in, and your bobber stop, if you have guides big enough, your bobber stop will go into the guides, and you don't have to worry about having all this line extended out. You can just cast it out there and let it do its thing. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to cast where those other fish were, and we're going to see if those fish are coming from the bottom Right there, we're dropping down to the lure. So let's cast this out. The other thing to think about is now that you're not holding on to bottom, your float, your whole setup is naturally going to drift into the direction of the current. So you don't really have to do much. You just got to sit here, watch, count even if you want to keep track how long it's taking to get strikes. I keep track just so I know, like, I'm going to reel it in after like 15 seconds or 20 seconds. Raise the stop a little bit more. This is about 3.5, 4 feet. Again, we're just casting it out there, trying to find where the fish are. I'm going to switch things up. So I'm going to show you why I switched from a mule jig to a workhorse jig. See if we can see it on the here. So see how it's dropping so much faster now? It wasn't doing that before, and the weight was getting stuck. So now, like that. So now, should have no problem, theoretically. So we're gonna try this again. Got one. Yep, took a minute, but we got him. Hey, yo. Look at that. Right there at the top of the schnoz. Little guy, but we'll take him. That's number 5. Funny thing is I thought I had something earlier because I saw my bobber moving the opposite way of the current. So I was like, I have something there. So I lifted it and I was like, oh, maybe my eyes are just playing tricks on me now. But no, something had it. I'm gonna be honest, this style of fishing is one where you can just pull up a chair, set your rod in a rod holder, and just like chill. Because so far, nothing is happening. Just kind of sitting here for like a few minutes just looking at my bobber. I'm enjoying it, don't get me wrong. This is fun. I enjoy being out here. It's definitely a slower kind of fishing, so if you don't like slow fishing, I wouldn't give this a shot. This is not going to be fast. Because the fish aren't biting fast. They're taking their time, they're being picky, they're being choosy. Metabolism slowed down, so they don't need to eat as much in the winter time. So they're just kind of hanging out. Oh. Yep. Nice. Had my bail all open. Completely not ready for this guy. Nice. Hello. Take a look at this guy. What a beauty. That's how easy it is. Just got to be a little patient. And on that one, we're going to call it, these two techniques catch fish for me all winter long. They are non-stop fish catchers. If you made it this far on the video, put a fishing emoji down below. Let me know if you use these techniques or what other techniques you use in the winter times, if you're still fishing in the winter time. Everything I use will be down in the description. Happy fishing. God bless.